Okay, so there we go. Something weird I noticed about Streamlabs tonight. For whatever reason, when I hit go live, it usually just loads for a second and then we're good to go. The YouTube prompt just showed up out of nowhere, and it was just like, yeah, testing your broadcast, yada yada yada. Okay, good, you're live, which is very strange. So I'm not sure what happened, but it is what it is. Y'all know technology and all that stuff. But yeah, we'll wait a few minutes for a couple of people to get in. Let's see, let's see. Oh, and we've got a bunch of new subscribers. I might have to turn that down during the stream, or else it's going to go crazy. Wait, there we go. Oh, we've got some people watching right now. What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? How is everyone doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Hey, we got the resident homie, Corey Griffin. Should I say the resident, resident fuck nigga for getting me to play Remind. Oh, boy. Remind is happening tomorrow night, man. Tomorrow night, y'all. I know there's not too many people in the chat, but tomorrow night we're going to be streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. It's going to be on my Twitch channel. Oh, man. I got to prepare myself for that. So I'm trying to think of the time frame it'll happen. It'll probably happen around, like, I want to say 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's what it's looking right now. And we got the homie Mohammed. Hey, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Happy Monday. And happy Monday to all the wonderful people in the chat. I gotta figure out why Streamlabs is only showing like a little bit of y'all's names. That's so weird. Maybe if I adjust the chat box, it's probably maybe the size of things. That's what it is. But I mean, provided we get the gist of things, I think it's okay. Yeah, that's another thing as well. Purified Storm, Grant, y'all know him. He's actually been one of the consistent people to donate for me to play games on stream. He donated for us to play Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, and Conquer, which we're going to be resuming on Wednesday. But this man just went above and beyond and donated for me to play Sonic 06. Bro, Sonic 06! This man went ahead and said, you know what? I'm going to donate for you to play Sonic 06. I said, boy, you better not. I said, boy, if you know what's good for you, you going to stop. And this man went ahead and did that. So now I have to track down a copy of Sonic 06, which is so weird. It's saying track down. But that's an old-ass game, man. That game is 14 years old. Jesus Christ. So I got to do that. I got to find all of my cables from my PS3, hook that bitch up, and then stream it. Oh, and I also got to get the capture card, too. But the problem with buying capture cards now is that they're all so damn expensive because of the pandemic, you know? And the one that I wanted to buy is out of stock, so I have to deal with scalpers, and I ain't trying to do that. Remind me to get a refund. Yo, I'm dead. Straight up said, remind me to get a refund. I'm dying. That's hilarious. That is funny. We got a couple of homies in the chat. What's up, yo? That is awesome that you're playing Persona 4 Gold, and we're actually going to talk about that. That's one of the topics I'm going to bring up. Yeah, so it's going... Oh, you live in Cali? Or on the West Coast? I don't know why I say Cali. I just assume everyone either lives in Cali or, like, Seattle or something. But who knows? You could be in Canada, for all I know. Yo, Neo just got a 4K OLED PC. Games look amazing. Oh, that's awesome, Clifton. Dude, I just bought a 4K TV about a month back, and it's incredible. Like, I hooked up my Xbox One X, that HDR. Whew, awesome. But my problem is trying to get a 4K monitor, because for me, if I want to get a 4K monitor, I want to get one that has a high refresh rate, and the problem with that is they're so damn expensive. So damn expensive. I'm talking about legit close to the price of what I paid for my TV. And for me, it's like, I don't really need to drop all that money just for 4K because I'm like, why? So if anything, I'll temporarily I'll upgrade to a 1080p monitor that's like 144 hertz because I saw those for like 200 something. Hey, what's going on, Kid Smooth? What's up, man? Oh, Kid Smooth. All right, I'm gonna try to do this man's intro. What's going on, people? It's Kid Smooth. Xbox is not your outro. Damn, I'm forgetting everything, man. Shit. Because I've been watching a lot of old school Weapon Wheel, and you had a completely different intro. You were talking about, what was that site? WeGameHere.com? It's Kid Smooth, the best bot. Your outro is what was the popular thing. Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Oh, but shout out to you, man. Backwards compatibility could have solved that. Could have solved what? I'm confused. What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about Sonic 06. Yeah, the thing about Sonic 06, bro, I don't think it's on I don't think it's backwards compatible on Xbox One. Because if it was backwards compatible on Xbox One, I would just go download the game right there. But I don't think Sega made it as such. That kind of sucks. Oh, but yeah, so I'm looking for a really good monitor, y'all. It's just, realistically, for the 4K panels that I would want, they're all like $400. And for me, it's like, I just bought a new PC. I just got a new TV. It's just like, I'm good right now finance-wise, but, you know, it's just a lot of money to be spending in such a short amount of time, you know what I'm saying? So I think I'll just get like a 1080p, like what, FreeSync 144 hertz monitor, because I've seen those for like 200 something dollars. But if y'all have any recommendations, comment down below. I'm always open to suggestions. Like, that's the whole reason how I got this gaming PC. I just said, hey, what's a good gaming PC? And people are like, just get this. I said, I bet. Yeah. Oh, but what's up? Yeah, I noticed we got a bunch of new subscribers joining the stream for the very first time. So welcome. I know y'all have come from the recent Xbox videos that I've been making, which shout out to y'all. I didn't expect those videos to get a lot of popularity. Like, the Xbox One X first impressions video I made is already at like 60,000 views, and I just uploaded it a few days back. And the video I uploaded yesterday about All Access is like at close to 10,000 views. So the love from the Xbox community is real. If y'all are a new subscriber, comment down below because I want to see. But yeah, Roosevelt with the $2 super chat. Why does DC hate Nightwing? He did nothing wrong. Yo, to be honest, this is not just Nightwing, but they do tend to pigeonhole him as a character. I've noticed this a lot when it comes to comic book publishers. They don't really want to let their younger characters grow up. So the two examples I want to give y'all is Spider-Man and Nightwing, right? So in the case of Nightwing, this was a character who we literally saw him grow up from an adolescent into adulthood and having his own persona, right? DC, for whatever reason, does not like that at all, which makes no sense whatsoever, right? And then you have Spider-Man, Peter Parker, who he started out as an adolescent, but as we've seen him grow and progress, he's become an adult. And honestly, that makes him a hell of a lot more relatable because he's going through shit that we go through as we age. But for whatever reason, Marvel Comics always wants to keep him young. They want to keep him like 15, 16. And if not like at that age, they keep him in that adolescent mindset where it's just like, bro, what are you doing? You know, like Dan Slott, his run on Spider-Man was a prime example of like really de-aging Peter Parker as a character. It's gotten a lot better now with Nick Spencer. His run on Spider-Man is amazing. But yeah, that's just a constant thing I don't like. I really don't. But yeah, we getting a lot of new subscribers during this stream. Oh, snap. Shout out to y'all. Hey, so I want to give a big shout out right now because he just joined the chat to Dongo-san33. Y'all might be familiar with him. He was with us whenever we streamed on Twitch. He is actually the person who designed all of my new graphics. So this brand new logo that y'all seeing, this little tiny logo in the bottom, in addition to the new banner on my YouTube page, that was all Dongo-san. His name is Austin. He's an animator, and he also does graphic design as well on the side. So if y'all are interested in getting any type of graphic design work done, hit this man up right now. You know, I'll tweet out. I already tweeted out like his page and everything, but I'll do it again so people know. This dude does phenomenal work, and I couldn't be happier with what he's produced. So shout out to you, Austin. It's all love. But yeah, we got a couple of super chats we got to keep up with right now. Okay, So we have M.A. Samad. Been watching you since the storm 2 days. Big up UK. What up, yo? Shout out to, I've noticed when I look into the YouTube analytics, I have a lot of people from the UK primarily who watch my videos. And it's so funny because a lot of my in real life friends who I like chat to on the daily live in the UK. And it's always been a place I've wanted to go. But things always come up in between. You know, I was supposed to go a few years back, but then what's it called? My work schedule changed and I couldn't get the days off. And I was going to go this year. I was just like, yep, this is it. This is finally going to happen. And y'all know what happened. The world shut down. So, I'm going to get out to the UK at some point. I want to visit London. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go everywhere, man. And when I do, we're going to be having some meetups, man. I finally want to experience Nando's. I want to check that place out. I know it's mad stereotypical, but I want to go to Nando's. I think we have a few in the States, or maybe one, but it's like eating Chick-fil-A if it's not in the South. It's good, but it's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have Chick-fil-A here in New York, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Yeah, shout out to Dongosan33. Make sure you open up your Twitter, Austin. Go ahead and Austin. Oh shit, he sent a lot of videos. I'm gonna check these. I'm gonna check these after the stream, Austin. But go ahead and do the. I guess I don't know if you made a tweet, Austin, on Twitter, so that way I can retweet it and that way people can see it. Because I tweeted you when I did the emblem or the logo. But I think if you tweet it, I'll just be like, boom, there you go, guys. Did he do it yet? No. So do it. Yeah, just tweet something like, hey, I just made this work for this person, and I'll retweet it. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of the OG subs from the Qmon 2 days. That's what's up. Okay, y'all. So for those of you who have never been to one of these streams before, because I know we have a lot of new subscribers joining the family, this is my Q&A series. I do this every week where I just get on here and I talk about anything you guys ask. So if you have any questions you want to talk about related to, you know, video games, what I'm watching, in addition to like just general life stuff, because as many of y'all here who are regular viewers know, we get pretty deep. We talk about stuff happening in today's current climate, you know, politics, in addition to other stuff like relationships and does Neo eat ass, shit like that. So it's a free flow, free form discussion. You know, don't be afraid. Everyone here is nice. We don't really bully each other unless, you know, you're one of those people who donates to play Sonic 06. I'm looking at you, Grant. But yeah, so I'm going to try my best because I know the super chats, everybody likes to go crazy on things. I'm going to try my best to get everything situated, but it might take a while. You know, I'm very long-winded. Y'all know how it is, but I get through everyone's questions. So here we go. Okay, so we have a $5 super chat from one of the longtime homies, Uncle Shal. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Oh, again, I'm sorry if I mispronounce anybody's name. All right, so $5 super chat from Uncle Shal. You think we will get any PS5 JRPGs in the future, like the Tales games or a Bleach game? Well, as far as JRPGs are concerned, I mean, it's PlayStation. Y'all already know how it is. When it comes to Japan, it's PlayStation and Nintendo. They have the JRPG game on lock. Phil Spencer has done a lot this generation to try to get JRPGs back onto Xbox, because I don't know if y'all remember this, but Xbox 360, for the first 3 years of its life, was kind of like JRPG heaven. You know, you had Eternal Sonata, you had Tales of Vesperia, you had so many games that didn't come to PlayStation for a while. They eventually got ports, like enhanced editions, but it's always been PlayStation primarily. I would love for them to release more on Xbox, and they are putting them out more on PC, because I just feel like everyone should have a chance to experience all the games. That's how it is. Like, Persona came to PC, that's great. Put Persona on PC, put it on PlayStation, and put it on Xbox too. Why not? You know, it's not gonna hurt. And as far as a Bleach game is concerned, y'all already know my stance on anime-related video games. I would love for a Bleach game, because there's a lot of potential, but it's got to be done right. It can't be just another arena brawler, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I love how Americans say filet couldn't be more different from how Brits say it. Yeah, we just say a lot of things over here differently. You know, I remember last time so I had someone from Australia in the chat, and he said Melbourne. And I was just like, oh yeah, Melbourne. And he was like, you say it so weird, bro. We say it as Melbourne. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, like just different things. Like, I go back and forth with like Caribbean and the Caribbean. I don't know what it is. It just depends on where my brain is right now. But that's one thing I go back and forth. And then there's just some things that I don't mess with. Like I say Cajun, but for whatever reason, a lot of my Hispanic friends, they be saying like Cajun. I was like, Cajun? Why you? That should be sounding like some Naruto jutsu or whatever, you know? But everybody's different. Oh, we have a $2 super chat from Trapped in My Psych. I sent you some of my soundtracks on Discord. Oh, that's awesome, bro. I will get down to listening to that within the next day or so. Appreciate it, good sir. $2 super chat from Jake Miller. Hashtag get Neo to Germany for Gamescom. Yo, that's honestly one of my goals is to go to all of the biggest gaming conventions that exist. So I've gone to E3. I crossed that off my bucket list a few years back. It was a great experience with great people. But I want to go to other things. I want to go to Gamescom. I want to go to Tokyo Game Show just to experience everything. I think that would be so cool. And Germany in general is on my list of places to visit, in addition to like Amsterdam. I've been to Paris before, but there's just so many places, man. Oh, that's great. Yeah, Nando's. I know a lot of people who go to MagFest. Speaking of MagFest, I got to get myself out to MagFest too. I was supposed to go like a few years back. I just never did. Because when you get older, man, it just gets your time to do things. The window just gets shorter and shorter. Oh, we have a $10 super chat from the homie Brian. Hey, Chris, hope you're doing well. I just finished Yu Yu Hakusho Season 2 and absolutely loving it. Would you recommend I check out Inuyasha since it's getting a Blu-ray next month? Is it as good as Yu Yu Hakusho? So first things first, shout out to Yu Yu Hakusho. If y'all have seen Yu Yu Hakusho, comment down below because it's my favorite anime for a reason. I own it on DVD, I own it on Blu-ray, and I might rebuy it on Blu-ray just to get the steelbooks because I love that show so much. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is great. It's God, I love it so much. I know there's a big discussion we can have about like its final season and everything, but I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not. Inuyasha, okay, Inuyasha is one of those shows that I recommend to people to experience because it's one of those gateway anime that I think we all have watched at some point. But if you're going to, I would recommend reading the manga because the anime, it suffers from a lot of tropes. And by tropes, I mean Inuyasha is the textbook definition of flashback the series. Like literally they approach every episode as if you've never seen the series before. There would be times where they would spend like 5 minutes doing flashbacks on things you knew that happened like an episode ago. And then an episode before that. It gets very repetitive and redundant. But the series itself is cool. Like, the music is fantastic. The characters are cool, but I recommend reading the manga because the manga, you just get straight to it. You don't have to worry about it. And the anime is split up into two things. You have the first anime, and then you have Inuyasha, the final act, which is the rest that they had to adapt. And I've got mixed feelings as a whole when you do all of Inuyasha because I felt like final act could have been stretched out more than 26 episodes. I felt like they really rushed some things. I mean, it served its purpose. It did. But as a whole, like, you could have done so much more. But yeah, it does not compare to Yu Yu Hakusho. It really doesn't. Yu Yu Hakusho is just straight up, pull no punches. Oh, God. God, I love Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from, a new subscriber, Carlos Fontes. I hope I got that right. Hey, new sub here. You're awesome. Now that you have an Xbox One X, what kind of exclusives do you think it needs? Thank you. So, as far as exclusives are concerned, I think we have to start having that conversation that nobody wants to. I don't necessarily think Xbox is ever going to get exclusives again, at least not in the traditional sense, right? So, with Xbox, what they've been doing for the past couple of years, putting their games on PC, it's less about Microsoft creating exclusives to sell one system, and it's more about Microsoft creating a platform that's the best it can be, and all the games you can play on it. If you wanted to play it, you can play it on Xbox and PC. So it's not in the traditional linear sense of what makes an exclusive. Yes, you can play it on PC, right? But you can also play it on Xbox, and they just want to make that the best experience possible. So that's been where my thinking has been for the past year. As far as exclusives are concerned, honestly, I mean, they've just got to get those X Factor games. I don't have a particular, like a genre, like, oh, they have to have more this or more that. They just need those games that just, like, emotionally impact you. The only game this generation that's really done that has been Ori and the Blind Forest and Ori and Will of the Wisps. that's the type of game that you can't play on PlayStation or Nintendo. They don't have that kind of experience. I just wish Ori got a lot more love. I know people pimp it out, but it's not on the same level as whenever a bigger title comes out. So they just need to have those games. They got to have the games that are just like, damn, bro. Like, yes. Like, this is why I play video games. Shit like that. All we've had this generation is like more of the same from the 360. And that doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, I played Gears 4. I played Gears 5. They're serviceable games, but that's it. They're not anything that I couldn't have already played on the 360. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. You can have that because Sony and Nintendo, they have those kind of games. Like, I'm just being real about life for a second. Like, games like Gran Turismo, you know, like they don't have these drastic changes between installments, but for every Gran Turismo that's like that, they have God of War that reinvents the franchise. They have Spider-Man, which is just such an amazing experience. They have those kind of games. So Xbox, they need those kind of games. Everything else is fine. You know, Forza Horizon 4, those type of games, great. But they just need more of those, you know? So we'll see. Like, I have more hope than I did before. So that's a great thing. And I just realized I'm kind of matching with my protein shake right here. It's got the yellow and black, even though this is like gray. I think at one point it was black though. But welcome to the family, Carlos. I appreciate that. Ooh, a $1.99 super chat from Tonali Maya with the microphone. Hey, yeah, shout out to the mic right here. All right, so we're gonna get to more questions. Uh-oh. I'm seeing everyone's already talking about some crazy stuff. Uh-oh. I don't like this. But yeah, so like I said, y'all, I'm going to try my best to answer everything. My best friend Hank and I became a fan of you in 2008 with your Naruto talks and reviews. Yeah, I know a lot of people have subscribed to me from like Xbox in addition to the Switch. But I started out doing YouTube videos talking about Naruto-related video games, and Kingdom Hearts. That was my thing back in 2009, 2008. And every now and then I'll talk about them, but it's just, there's not much to really discuss because Naruto ended years ago. I'm not a big fan of Boruto. And Kingdom Hearts, the only time we can really discuss Kingdom Hearts is whenever they put out a new game. And, you know, I don't think there'll be a new game for a while. At least a new, like, a big budget game. They've got the weird stuff they're doing. All right. I'm going to ask my mom to get the Xbox One X thing you did. Yeah, Xbox All Access is an amazing program. Now, I should have mentioned this in my video. If you go out there and you're a really savvy shopper, you can avoid doing that because you can get the One X for like $300 and you can buy Game Pass Ultimate for cheap. But I like it because it's another option for you to get into the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely do save a lot of money by comparison to buying a One X when it first came out for that price and paying monthly for their memberships. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just seeing all the love. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are dope. Hey Neo, any chance after you stream Remind, you'll go back to play the other Kingdom Hearts games on? Well, you know, I was actually thinking about streaming well, not all the Kingdom Hearts games, but all the Kingdom Hearts games I'd play, which is 1, 2, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. I was thinking about doing that, but that's an endeavor. That's a big endeavor to undertake because each of those games is like 30 hours long, not even counting some of the other stuff you can do. So it's just a lot. But I've low-key been thinking about it because Kingdom Hearts is like that series that just it brings back all the memories, man. Okay, so the homie Austin tweeted out. He tweeted out the thing, so I'm gonna retweet him. So I'm going to retweet. If you guys need any type of graphic design work done from a dude who just, like I said, he's very talented, very professional to work with. He's not one of those, yeah, I'll do this. But he takes everything you say into account. You know, like everything that you would want out of a logo, you just tell him what you need, and then he'll work with you saying like, okay, what about this? Are you interested in that kind of thing? Hit this man up because he designed all of my stuff from the banners to the logos, emblems, things like that. Dango-san33. So I'm going to retweet this on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, it's twitter.com/NeoGamespark. So I'm going to do that right now. I know it's not the most exciting thing to just sit here and watch me type. This is so intense, right? And then we will get back to the super chat questions. Oh, whoa. Where'd my keyboard go? There he is. There we go. All right, so we have a $10 super chat from the homie Marcus, longtime viewer and subscriber of the channel. What is the story with your first time with a girl from beginning, middle, and end? And also give your fellow subscribers tips on how to pick up a chick. Okay, like I mentioned to y'all, I know there's 113 of y'all watching right now. These streams, we go everywhere. So if you're a person who's just, you don't like to hear those sort of things, you might want to click off the video right now, because we're about to talk about my first time having sex. Okay, so my first time with a girl, I'm not even going to lie to y'all, it was extremely nervous because I didn't start having sex until I was much older than the average person. Like most people, they had sex when they were 16. I didn't have sex until I was in my 20s. I'm just being honest with y'all. Like I said, we're very transparent about these things, so I didn't start having sex until I was in my 20s. And that was mainly due to the fact that, number one, I was kind of like, you just never know who's out there as far as chicks are concerned. You know what I'm saying? You never know what people have. And just number two, I never really got myself to the point where I could like share a different type of intimacy with an individual. Because for me, I never really viewed sex, even now. I don't view sex as like just a mindless like fucking type of thing. I know it's kind of corny to say, but I view it as like a different form of getting to know the person, as strange as that sounds. So for me, I was kind of nervous, and I'd been talking to the girl for a while at that point, and she was wondering like why I never made any moves and attempts like that. I was just nervous out of my mind because I was older than a lot of people, and I don't know what it is, but I give off this vibe, like when I'm not looking like this, like a caveman. I give off this vibe when I'm with people that, this guy is pretty cool. He knows his shit. Meanwhile, I didn't know shit, but people always think I was able to pull chicks because, I don't know, I just talk to girls like a normal fucking human being. But, so my first time, back on point to that, I would, I was just like, just standard how you do things. You start making out and you're in bed and then you just start doing things. And even though I was nervous, like I just did what came natural to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I did what I did. And it was kind of weird at first. I know a lot of guys, when they tell these stories, like I said, we get X-rated up in here. When they tell these stories, they're just like, yeah, I came in like 5 seconds. For me, I think because I was so nervous, that's not where my mind was. So, I was just doing what I thought was right and listening to my body and then her body as well. And it lasted a good while. We were going at it for like a good, people don't believe me when I say this is whatever. I ain't got nothing to lie to y'all. We were going for like a good 20 minutes and then that was that, And then the next day after that, we also had intercourse. And that time I was just much quicker. It was like less than 5 minutes. So because once I got my head out of that sort of thing, I was just like, okay, now I'm good. And then after that, it was just a case of just getting better and better and learning what you got to do to please someone. And I'm just telling y'all this, if you're, like I said, we keep it 100% around here. Real sex is not like porn. It's not like porn, what you're watching, how it's just so over the top and crazy like that. It's just anything but that. So if you want to try to go in there and do that crazy shit, it's like, nah, fam, not even. It's a lot more boring by comparison. And then the second part of the question is any tips on how to pick up chicks? Honestly, when it comes to that sort of thing, you got to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to identify, what do you mean by picking up chicks? Do you mean like picking up a chick to go ahead and smash her? Because that's a totally different way of going about things than actually getting to know a girl. Honestly, the best piece of advice that I can give is just be yourself. Just be yourself. Don't try to put on a front. Don't try to do any of this nonsense, because that old saying is true. If a girl wants to be with you, she's going to be with you. That's it. There's none of this like back and forth. You got to learn the texting lingo. You got to do this. That shit, I'm trust me, guys. Like all the shit that you see from pickup artists and everything, how you go about that shit, trust me. Don't waste any more time and energy on a person. This goes for all ladies watching too. Don't waste any more time and energy than you got to. You don't got to do that. Just literally shoot your shot. If it doesn't work, move on to the next person. Now that we've established that, you have to start doing better as an individual yourself. So focus on you. Focus on your purpose and your passion and elevating yourself to that particular level. Because some women, especially the older you get, they want a person who's more established in life. Others, not so much. But remember, if you're going about this, if you just want to smash a person, that's completely different than somebody who wants to actually get a relationship out of somebody. You have to like elevate yourself. You got to work on yourself. So if you're in your 20s right now, focus on your health, whether it's your mental health or, just your physicality, all of that, take that into account. Put a lot of effort into it because that attracts people. It does, because it shows that you have discipline. If you're able to go from such and such to such and such, right? In addition to that, your purpose, whether it's your career in life, where do you want to go? What do you got to do? You don't necessarily need to have everything figured out. And listen, a lot of people watching this are in their 20s, early 30s. They don't know what they're doing. That's okay. That's fine. You don't need to have everything figured out. And I hate all those people who just try to brag like, yeah, I did all this in such a short amount of time, blah, blah, blah. So who the fuck cares? Like, that doesn't disqualify anybody else. Like, for people who say, yeah, it took me like 6 years to finish college and I feel kind of embarrassed. Why the fuck would you feel embarrassed? You feel embarrassed that you had to take, only 2 classes a semester because you were supporting your family by working? No, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Like, all these people who try to shame, like, yeah, I did all this and that, blah, blah, blah. Good for them. It's your life. What you do is what matters. And when you get to a certain age, nobody cares about that shit anymore. That frivolous type of thing that you would put on your bio, nobody cares about that shit. So just focus on you, focus on your purpose, your passion, what you're all about, and what you like. That point specifically, what you like. Don't conform just because you think it's going to get you such and such. You can better yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go and you can work out. You can get your money up. You can get your finances right. You can learn stocks. You can learn all these things, like learn skills and traits. But that shouldn't take away from what you are as a person. Growth is not this linear thing where you have to change everything about yourself. It isn't. And I hate people when they say, oh, you got to give up gaming, or you got to give up trying to do whatever. Man, fuck that shit. Seriously. All right, so we have a $5 super chat. Well, this is not a $5, but it's 5. Is that rupees? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. From Leonardo Chiarello. I believe that's what it's called. Game Pass can potentially save more than $100 on Xbox launch. A great advantage in the lineup. Honestly, looks better. Halo 4s. I love your videos. Well, appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, Game Pass, if y'all, I feel like every Xbox gamer should be subscribed to Game Pass. You get a ton of games. Like, dude, I've only bought like 2 games for my Xbox, and those are games that were on sale for dirt cheap, so I don't really count them. But everything else I've played on Game Pass. All the exclusives played on Game Pass. I'm gonna play through Red Dead Redemption. I'm gonna give it a second shot. That's on Game Pass. All the Kingdom Hearts games on Game Pass. Devil May Cry on Game Pass. Like, you don't have to really go out there unless you're a big stickler about collecting every game you play. You can just go out on Game Pass and play some of those games, and then if that's it, that's it. So it's an amazing service, and I hope they continue it. At least continue the price at what they got going for. Because one thing that worries me is if Xbox really hits their stride with the Series X, that they might change Game Pass and start raising the price. Because $15.99, that's only $5 more than Xbox Live. So part of me thinks that, I don't want to, I don't want to say these things, but that's how it is. But thank you for the question. I appreciate that. Oh, he says, what did he say? The super chat was, Brazilian money. Oh, okay, I got you. That's awesome, bro. That's the first time I've gotten Brazilian currency on the stream. I'm keeping a chat of all the places people have donated from. So that's great, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. And for everybody watching, you don't have to donate super chats just to get my attention. I mean, it does because it pops up like on a big thing. But I appreciate every single one of you coming to the stream and just hanging out, because that's what this is all about. That's what it is. $2 super chat from Trapped on My Psych, class of 2011. I'm still in college, 2 semesters left. That's great, bro, because you're doing what you're doing. Whether you go to college or whether you go to trade school or whether you start your own business, it doesn't matter, man. Live your life. Do what makes you happy. Do what you got to do. You know? Like for me, I have 3 semesters of college left. I got 3. Eventually, I'm going to finish those up. But, you know, I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and as far as things are concerned and things that I'm getting done and situated. And for me, I kind of just put it on the back burner for right now. But, you know, I'm still doing what I got to do, man. I'm still focusing on my purpose and my passion. And, you know, God has a plan for everybody, but we still got to put in the work. That's what it is. But shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 117 people watching. Shout out to y'all. How is your Monday going? It's the start of another week. I'm not trying to breed too motivational, but it's the start of another week. We doing our thing. That's what it is. So let's look at more questions. Life lessons from Neo Senpai. Yeah, that's how it is. Like, if any of y'all ever meet me in the real, like if we go to a convention or we just meet each other on the street, I'm literally this is the persona that you get. I'm nothing different. Like, just when you talk to people, they'll say, yeah, what you see in the videos, that's Neo, you know? So people take that kind of like, they're off put. I remember the first time I met a subscriber, it was on the streets of New York. It was in Manhattan, actually. And he saw me. He was just like, I was walking down the street because I was going to meet up my friends at Nintendo World. And he just like, literally, this was him. So I was walking this way. He was walking this way. And he just stops and he's pointing at me. And I was like, you know, because I didn't know what was happening. Because in New York, everyone's fucking weird. He was just like, are you? And I was like, hello? And he's like, yo, do you do YouTube videos? Because they never want to say your name first. So they just say, do you do YouTube videos? I say, yeah, I do YouTube videos. He's like, oh my God, you're Neo. I was like, yes, I am, man. And we got to talking. And he was just like, yo, man, I really appreciate it. I'm going to let you go on your way. But I got to say, this was kind of weird because I didn't expect you to be how you are in the video. You're easy to talk to. I said, well, yeah, that's me. That's it. Because I try to be genuine. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all hear them horror stories about, oh, I met my favorite YouTuber and they were a dick to me. I was like, why? It's terrible. All right, so we have a $4.99 super chat from Seb Sports. Should I upgrade to the PS4 Pro to play games like Cyberpunk and Ghost of Tsushima? I'd sell my current PS4. Sorry for the random question, I'm just curious. No, guys, ask any question that you want. It's all good. Honestly, I would not recommend upgrading to the PlayStation 4 Pro right now, unless you can get it for like $100. Because the PlayStation 5 is on the horizon, and when you think about it, you're not getting that much of a benefit from the Pro. I mean, if you're going from the Xbox One S to the One X, oh yeah, you're getting a beefy upgrade. But when you're going from the PS4 to the PS4 Pro, it's like the games run better. You have the HDR with the higher resolution, so it looks crisper. But it's not like warranting going out there and spending the extra money versus what you have right now. You get what I'm saying? I would much rather you use that money and invest in a next generation console, because it's not like you're playing the games at 1080p 30 frames per second. They're going to be at 4K 60. They're going to be at, like, I assume Ghost of Tsushima is going to be 1440p checkerboarded upscaled. It'll be at like what, 30 frames per second. So spending like $300-$400 is not worth it. That's just me. Okay, $2 Canadian, I believe. Super chat from Leon. Hey, what's up, Leon? It's been a minute, man. How you been? Lost my virginity at 26, but I'm good now. Yo, listen, it does not matter when you lose anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, provided you ain't messing out here with some of these dirty people, dirty dudes, dirty gals. Like, yo, like I said, it's better to not mess with that than anything else. All right. Is there a state you really want to live at some point? Well, that's part of the reason why I've been exploring so much of the U.S. the past couple of years, because I'm trying to see what type of place fits me that I do want to settle down. I've taken a couple trips to Florida and Texas, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I really do like Texas. I love Texas a lot. I love the real estate there. It's so cheap. I love just everything about it. There's a lot of people that I mess with down there, whether I'm in Dallas or, you know, I haven't gone to Austin, but I know a lot of people who live in the Austin area and Houston too. So I really do like Texas. That's like that type of place where I would want to settle down. But at the same time, I'm thinking maybe Florida I'm thinking around the Orlando area, not necessarily in Orlando, but maybe like 20, 30 minutes away. That's on my trajectory. Because I live in New York right now. And New York is cool, but it is expensive. It is very expensive. You gotta, like, unless you making some good money, I'm talking close to, 6 figures, is really hard to live, like, comfortably. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, New York is great. It has a lot of cool stuff happening there. I love the scenery of things, but as a whole, it's kind of like settling down. It can be anywhere, you know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because a lot of my friends in the real life, they're all moving to Florida. One of my best friends, Latino nerd, he's moving to Florida next month. One of my homies from back in the day in high school, him and his girl just moved to Orlando. And then another one of my homies, him and his girl moved to Orlando 2 years ago. And I'm just like, yo, what is going on? Like, everybody is moving down to Orlando. It might be the move, y'all. Do I have any Florida folks here? He said, Florida man here, Hollywood boys. Yeah. Yo, don't leave me in New York alone. Ah, hey, Jess. Oh, here's another one of the homies right here. Shout out to the homie Jessica Tozo. What's going on, Jess? How you been? Jess is someone who I went to school with. And ironically, Jess is someone who, it's so funny because we got cool after school ended. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things like, hey, we went to the same school, right? Yeah, let's add each other on Facebook. And then it literally became a case of, hey, you're cool. Hey, you're cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, don't be stressing about your friends in high school and college and all that. Because you'll just run into like random people who you knew in passing, and then you become really cool with them after the fact. That's what I love about life. Florida is crazy, though. Florida is crazy. Like, y'all's stories about Florida, man, and got fucking gators going through the drive-thru at Taco Bell. I'm like, what? You grew up in Florida? Hey, maybe that counts. Yo, we got some Florida haters right here. Jesus. Okay, so let me go back. We had a couple super chats. We have a $5 super chat from Grant, aka Purified Storm. Steps to get to know a girl. Hang out 3 times and ask her out. Friend zone and rejection tips. Honestly, bro, just get to know her. Just get to know her. That's it. Just get to know her. And if you feel like it's right and it's mutual, go ahead and ask her out. That's it. You don't got to do like wait 3 times and then ask her out. Don't do that, bro. Because if there's a genuine connection when you're talking, go ahead and do that. One piece of advice I will give y'all is don't dawdle. Do not dawdle. Strike while the iron is hot. So if you feel that connection going, try to meet up as soon as possible. Just do it. If you feel it's genuine. And if she says no, or, I'll let you know. Listen, I'll let you know is code for no. I'm just being honest. 99.8% of the time, it means no. That's what it is. Trust me on this. So literally just talk to her, get to know her. And if it's great, you can just be like, yeah, let's hang out sometime. Okay, cool. And if you get friend zoned or rejection, move on. That's it. Don't try to salvage it. Don't try to be Captain Save-A-Ho and, I'm going to comment all these nice things on your photos. Nope. Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare do that. Yeah, I heard that they're bringing Yu Yu Hakusho to Netflix. I didn't know if it was legit, though, because I always see those posts of, hey, this is what's coming to Netflix, and it never comes to Netflix. So, yeah, that's dope. Because Yu Yu Hakusho is it's on Hulu right now. That's been the best way I recommend people to watch it. All right, back to some more questions. I tend to be overbearing when I talk to people at things I'm passionate about, and I really appreciate how chill and relaxed you are when discussing things you like. Yeah, honestly, bro, don't sacrifice that passion for anything else. I know it feels kind of scary because you don't want to overwhelm a new person you meet, whether it's romantic or just a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But don't apologize for your passion, because trust me on this. Let's just say, for example, you're interested in building computers and PC parts and tech and the SSD in the PlayStation 5. Let's just say, right? That right there, you being so knowledgeable about that stuff is honestly an attractive trait. It is. Because that is stuff that you could potentially utilize in your life to help further your endeavors. The fact that you know that stuff and you know it to a T, you could monetize that and you could build PCs, or you can do tech tips online, or any of the things like that. So don't apologize for that passion, because that's something you're really about. Because like, listen, I ain't trying to bag on anybody. I ain't trying to bag on no women, no men, none like that. But a lot of these people out there nowadays, they are just the most basic of basic people. Like, the girls think taking photos like this on Instagram like 20 different times a day, they think that shit is a personality. The dudes who literally, they're just defined by them going out clubbing. I'm like, bro, you 35. Why are you still going out clubbing like you 21? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit right there, that's all they got to their name. And that's why they're all going crazy during this quarantine pandemic, because nobody will pay them attention right now because we're focusing on other more important shit. So don't apologize for that. Maybe find a way to work it into a conversation organically. So don't overwhelm like blah, 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 blah. And also learn how to read the room, right? If you're just sitting there and you're just talking blah, 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 and the other person's just like, yeah, learn when to back off. You know what I'm saying? I understand that passion, it can be very good, but can also scare some people away. So it's kind of like one of those things you just gotta know. Are you getting Persona 4 Golden for the PC? I was gonna go ahead and buy it, but to be honest, I've already got so many things to play. I'll get to it at some point. I'll buy it when it's like $5, you know what I'm saying? Because I've already played Persona before. If it comes to the Switch, I'll get it, but not right now, you know what I'm saying? We're getting a lot of new subscribers during this stream. It's crazy. A worst thing a girl can say is no. Exactly. That's it. Listen, guys, what we got to do, I might have to do a whole separate stream because I think this is some good quality content. We got to normalize taking rejection, not just romantically, but I'm talking about in life. Because if the worst thing a person can say to you is no, that's the best thing that can ever happen to you. It honestly is. We got to do a whole video about that because it's very in-depth. I like to talk about that. You're the realest guy seen on YouTube. Respect, Neo. Hey, Cody! Yo, again, Cody. Shout out to him, man. We haven't spoken in a few years, man. I hope you're doing well. But, you know, he's, again, another one of these real people. Like, I love talking to people online because I get to see a lot of people from diverse backgrounds and see what they're all about. And it's great when you make, like, these genuine connections. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, Johnny? Again, Johnny, he's a long-time friend. Yeah, oh, you'd be surprised, Johnny. There's a lot of dudes who, I mean, I'm not friends with them. I know them. They legit, they're stuck. They're perpetually 23 in their mind. You know, they still be going to the club and the bars like it's cool. Bro, nobody cares. When I go out to the bars, right, I'm usually with a friend and we're just talking. We're reflecting on life. When I'm out to the club, I've got my whole posse with me. We're going out there. We're having a great time. We're sharing life together. I ain't going out there just to stunt and look like, man, that shit is so played out. I'm telling y'all, that shit is so played out. Yeah, Cody, definitely hit me on Facebook, bro. We'll set up a chat session soon. But yeah, shout out to all the new people in the chat. What's up? Yep, exactly, Eric. The way you get confidence is experience and taking rejection just like that. That's exactly how you do it. I remember the first time I got well, here's the thing. A lot of girls, they don't want to say no because they feel like, oh, they'll hurt his feelings and blah, blah, blah. But you got to learn the signs. Like I said earlier, I'll let you know. No, that means no. 99.8% of the time, that means no. Things like that. If they just say LOL, they ain't interested. I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm going to get back to the other questions. Welcome to Xbox. Yeah, shout out to Xbox. I got my Xbox One X over there. Yo, speaking of Xbox, man, I've been trying to get my hands on an Elite controller for legit 3 weeks now. It's been such a struggle because the Xbox One Elite controller, like everything nowadays, is sold out. And it kills me because I keep watching reviews and everyone's like, yo, it's an amazing controller. And I don't mind spending the $180 because I'll be using that controller for years. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta wait till I find someplace that has it in stock. Girls like it when you have an anime collection. It doesn't hurt. It does not hurt, JD. It does not hurt. Ooh, so we have a $10 Canadian, I hope, from Colin. Hey, Neo, how you doing today, man? I am doing fantastic. Thank you. How you doing today, Colin? I bought Persona 4 on PC, and despite being putting over 100 hours into the Vita version, I want to support Persona and Atlas on PC. It makes me happy that it's doing well. Yeah, bro. Honestly, that's how I've been for a lot of things. Like, Valkyria Chronicles, when it dropped on PC, I bought it immediately. I wasn't messing around. I was like, yo, we want more Valkyria Chronicles games. Traditional Valkyria Chronicles games. So I went there. I bought that shit for $20, and that's it. That was that. And then they put it on PS4. What did I do? I bought it on PS4. So much to the point where y'all, I don't know if I have it here. It's somewhere around here, but I have 2 copies of Valkyria Chronicles Remastered on PS4. One of which I got at Best Buy with Gamer Club Unlocked, and the other one I forgot to pre-order on Amazon. I have 2 copies. I kept both. I didn't return them. Support right there. I know it's a little crazy, but yeah. And then they released Valkyria Chronicles 4. What did I do? Oh no! What did he do? He got that shit. Special edition on the Switch. Still haven't played it, but I digress. I'm there to support certain series day one. Like Yakuza, I'm there day one, you know? So I'm happy because Persona is like the top selling game on Steam right now. God, it's really hot in here. Because this light is just shining in my face. All right, so let's see. Okay, back to questions. Are you getting both Xbox Series X and PS5? Honestly, I really want to because, like I mentioned before in the Xbox video, I love the One X. I really do. Like, I'm not just bullshitting for, like, because some people say, oh, you're doing this for views and clicks. I've been on YouTube for 12 years. Why do I care about views and clicks? If I cared about views and clicks, I would have quit after, like, I made 5 videos and none of them got 10 views. I make videos because I like talking about stuff that's interesting to me. And the Xbox One X was interesting to me. Xbox One X is my primary way of playing games in my entertainment setup. I still have my PS4 for exclusives. I'm getting Last of Us. I'm getting Ghost of Tsushima. And then I have my Nintendo Switch for all of my other exclusives. And then if I want to play something portable, you know? So I don't understand that process of, you know, oh, you're just trying to attract a new audience. No. Because like, if I was trying to attract a new audience in that Xbox video, I wouldn't have complained about the UI. I wouldn't have complained about, you know, the screenshots thing. I would have just said all positive things. But I just talked about stuff that was a genuine concern to me. And a lot of people got that in the video. Some people just took it like, you're just hating on Xbox for the sake of. Why would I make a 20-minute video praising the Xbox 9 times out of 10 and then complain about one small thing for 2 minutes? You get what I'm saying? So I want to get the Series X. I think I probably will because I'm in the Xbox All Access program. And the PS5, you guys know that's going to happen. That is going to happen. PlayStation still has a lot of the games that I like. But if the Series X offers me a lot of cool experiences too, I'll have that. Because even though I have a gaming PC, guys, I don't do a lot of PC gaming. I'll play some games if I'm with friends and if a game just runs drastically better on PC. More often than not, I'm playing on my entertainment setup because I sit in bed, or if I'm somewhere else in the house, I'll sit on the couch and I'll just game there. I don't need to lug my PC everywhere. Like some people, they don't understand that process. You know what I'm saying? Like, let people have preferences on things. Just because I have a PC doesn't mean I'm going to game always on PC. I just want to have my Xbox there and that's fine. You know, like people just get too wrapped up in all this fanboy shit. No, just game the fuck on. Do whatever you gotta do, and don't worry about what another person tells you about your freaking money. I heard you don't beat your games, Neo. Yeah, that was that dude Black Bond. So Black Bond, for those of you guys you're not aware, on Weapon Wheel yesterday, he cracked a joke at me saying this dude Neo doesn't finish his games, and that's because I am not playing Trails of Cold Steel because I started Trails of Cold Steel a few weeks ago, but due to video game burnout, because I was playing so many things at the same time, I put it on the back burner for a while. And then he's mad at me for not finishing it. I'm like, bro, again, you know, I can't invest another 100 hours into a JRPG after I invested 100 hours into this game. And when you're trying to play all the things at the same time, you don't want to suffer burnout. You know what I'm saying? Because those games require commitment, you know? This man said only his Breath of the Wild video was for videos and clicks. Wow, really? Really? If it was for videos and clicks, wouldn't I have done constant videos on Breath of the Wild to abuse the algorithm? Wouldn't I have done that? Wouldn't I have done like, oh, Breath of the Wild 2 could this potentially be the thing? Like, Monolith is hiring. Are they working on this? You know? Come on, bro. Come on. I know you're half joking, but come on now. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's how it is for me. Like, I have a gaming PC. I can play games at these crazy settings. But for me in my situation, my PC is down here. For me, sitting in a chair is not comfortable. I like sitting, like, people, you tell them you prefer something while not shitting on something else, yet they act like you shit on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that video, I said I prefer playing games on my Xbox One X because it's quiet. They're just like, oh, you fucking fanboy, replace the thermal paste on your PS4. Stop being lazy. I'm like, do y'all not see all these PS4 games? This limited edition PS4 box? Like, yo, I can't understand some people. Oh, man. Yeah, that's me. I get pretty passionate about this stuff, y'all. I really do, because it's so simple. Why y'all? Because some of these people, they in their 30s and they're mad at someone likes PlayStation or someone likes Xbox or someone likes Nintendo. You don't even have to be a fanboy. If you're a fanboy, yeah, fanboys, let them fight. But if you're a genuine person, you just say, I like Xbox because I like the controller. Whoa, how dare you? I have the OG Xbox One and the disc drive finally gave out. I think it's time to get the X after watching your video. Yeah, the One X is amazing. If you can, find the Cyberpunk bundle. Find it. It's $2.99. You get the game. You get the custom controller. Oh, I wish that was out when I did the Xbox All Access program, but it wasn't. It's so beautiful. I love it. Like, the Xbox this generation has had like the best console designs. Like the Gears 5 bundle, that shit looks amazing. I was like this tempted to buy it just because the controller alone is already $75. And I'm thinking, it's $75. What's another $220? You know what I'm saying? But then I was just like, you better calm the fuck down, nigga. You better calm down. But it looks nice. It looks nice. It really looks nice. And it has the Xbox One X Cyberpunk bundle has a custom boot up sound. If you press the button, it's like, I was like, hey, yo. I one time told my friends that I thought Minecraft was still fun without mods, and I got yelled at for 10 minutes. Oh, boy. You see, that's why I never got into Minecraft, because people go crazy with that. Funny how Smooth retweeted your video. Yeah, Smooth, he only comments when I say positive stuff about Xbox. He be lurking. He straight up lurks. Shout out to Kid Smooth. I don't think you're watching anymore, but shout out to Kid Smooth. This man about to be a proud father once that Series X drops. We gonna see Kid Smooth on Twitter holding the Series X box like it's a newborn child. Yo, Neo, got any thoughts on the competition between digital PS5 and the Series X budget version? You think there's going to be a big price difference between the two? So, between the PS5 digital version and the regular PS5, I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference in price. I would want it to. I really wish that the discless version is like $150 cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, going all digital, for some people, they don't care. But you're taking out the 4K Blu-ray drive. So that right there, I know people say, well, I don't buy a console to watch movies and all that. The Xbox One S, when it came out, it had a 4K Blu-ray player for $300. Like, that's... With the PS3, when it came out, it was the cheapest Blu-ray player on the market, even at $500, $600. So for them to take that out of the PS5, it's like, okay, that means you have to go ahead and buy a $200 4K Blu-ray player. So to me, it makes no sense if it's just $50 cheaper. You're losing out on so much by making it all digital. Same thing with Microsoft. The Xbox One S all digital edition is only $50 cheaper. That shit should have been $200 out the gate, you know? So with Microsoft, with that Lockhart thing they're talking about, which is going to be essentially like an Xbox One X Pro, but with like the Series X architecture, if they can nail that price at like $299 or like realistically, let's say $350 maybe, I think it'll be really cool, because if they can nail this whole smart delivery reconstructo, every version of the game works on the platform you play it on, it's modified to that version. I think that's like a great way to entice a lot of the casual people. Because guys, I'm just gonna be honest. We got 191 people watching. Shout out to y'all. The vast majority of people, this might be a bombshell, but the vast majority of people who buy the consoles, it's not us. It's not us. It's people who play Call of Duty and Fortnite and FIFA. They buy all the versions of those games every year. They subscribe to the battle passes, season passes, what? And that's it. So for them, price is the biggest factor. If you can nail a great price and have value, they're going to be there. So if Microsoft can nail Lockhart at $299 or $349, I think that'll be great. And then they'll have the Series X for like the more enthusiast person at $500. That'll be very compelling. That'll be very compelling. So those are my thoughts on that. I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil DLC, waiting for Resident Evil 5. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 is a next gen exclusive, guys. So if you want to play that, you either got to have a PC or you got to get the new consoles. Somehow I got autoplayed here without realizing. All I got to say is you got a nice voice, Neo. Later, bro. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate all like just random people just come across the videos. They're like, I never watch your videos, but you're kind of cool. So thank you. Yeah, bro. Like seriously, like the amount of people at my job who have an Xbox and all they do is play Warzone, or they have a PlayStation, all they do is play FIFA, and then maybe they'll have like Spider-Man. Like it's a lot of people, guys. But yeah, I'm going disc drive all the way. I don't care if it's cheaper to go all digital. For me, it's just I'll always be scared of digital licenses. I know it's kind of paranoid, but just what happened with Scott Pilgrim versus the World, it doesn't sit right with me. It really doesn't, you know? Because that game, unless you downloaded it at the time, you cannot play it. That fucking sucks. And it's not just that game, it's a lot of games, especially the licensed titles, you know? Like one of these days, we're going to have an issue where all the Star Wars games, I mean, it's not like there are that many now, but where they're not on the services and they get taken off. Any tips on how to grow a YouTube channel? Well, the best tip that I can give is to be consistent with it. So find your rhythm, whether it's like a schedule or something like that, and just be consistent with it. You know, keep upping the quality of your videos and keep growing as a person. And everything else will take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? You got to love this shit. You really do. You have to love doing YouTube videos, whatever you do. Whether you're doing like gaming commentaries or you talk about news or, you know, hell, I ain't trying to discriminate. Maybe you do makeup videos. You have to have passion for it because in the beginning, it's going to be very rough. You're not going to get any views. You'll have maybe one comment and that comment might be spam or just someone telling you you're gay or kill yourself. Don't worry about all that shit. Just focus on what you're doing and you're going to find your audience. Like I remember when I first started, when I got someone who left me a comment that wasn't some type of spam, I was so hyped because I started talking with them and he's like, you know what? I wasn't going to subscribe, but I subscribed because you seem like a cool person in the text. And you just go from there. That's all you got to do. Just have passion with what you do. And just there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but that's a part of any process, you know? Hey, Neo, who are some of your favorite rappers? Well, my all-time, like, number one favorite rapper is Biggie. Is Biggie Smalls, straight up. I've been listening to a lot of his, like a lot of his work recently, and it's just, dude, there's something about listening to Biggie while playing Grand Theft Auto. For me, that just brings back a lot of memories of back in the day when I was a kid playing San Andreas when I wasn't supposed to. So for me, Biggie Smalls is great. But there's a lot of rap artists to me that are awesome, you know? So it's hard to pick like a top 5, you know? Because I feel like everyone's got, well, not everybody, but a lot of people have got some good stuff under their belt. And some of them, they aren't like conventional rap either. Any opinions on the knowledge or the potential power difference between the Series X and the PS5? I'm not a programmer, so I'm not going to act like I know any of the things that happen in the consoles. From what I've been reading on the PS5 SSD, it looks very impressive. And I have a lot of friends who are developers, you know, just indie developers, some people who work at Activision, who work at Naughty Dog. I don't disclose any of this information online because I don't want to be that person. But I spoke to some of them about this and what they feel, and a lot of them are really excited about the SSD because when it comes to game development, they said, yo, everything that Mark Cerny said in that video is 100% true. Like, it's going to be a game changer. So I'm excited about that. But I'm not going to be out here saying like, yo, the power of the SSD is going to be a game changer, because what do I get out of that? That sounds straight up like fanboy stuff. You know what I mean? I'll let the games do the talking. That's it. And with the Series X, on paper, it looks like a beast, you know, a more powerful system. And I think the Xbox Series X will be the more powerful, like, brute force. But it's all going to come down to how the developers optimize the SSDs in both, and just the games. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of all this tech spec talk. It's just like, how do people spend so much time arguing about that shit? It's like, yeah, this is running at this clock speed. It's going to make all the games run great. Let the games speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ratchet and Clank, what we saw was very impressive. I didn't need to go on there for weeks saying, yo, the PS5 SSD, the PS5 SSD. You know, it's just so dumb. You know, like this generation, Xbox gamers did that with the power of the cloud and the eSRAM and DirectX 12. You know what I'm saying? Let the games speak for themselves. Shout out to all the new people in the chat. I'm seeing some people. He said, of course, a New York rapper. Hey, what can I say, man? I love my people. What's your best anime? Well, my favorite anime is Yu Yu Hakusho. I love Yu Yu Hakusho, but there's so many series I enjoy. Oh, we have a $10 super chat from Colin. Do you find it a turn on or a turn off if a girl is kinky in bed? I'm doing good, by the way. The movie theaters are starting to open back up here soon, so I might go back to work next month. So, do I find it a turn on or a turn off if girls are kinky? It depends. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what your threshold. Because when you start getting kinky, you start leaning into the really weird territory. So it just all depends. I do like if they, you know, spice some things up, but everybody's got their limits. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave it at that. But anything is better than a girl who starfishes. Like, yo, if you just, a girl who just sits there and does not, that's how literally I go from straight up like that. And yeah, the movie theaters are starting to open back up here, at least in the next couple weeks. I think I might wait a little bit. I think I might wait till the end of July to go back to the movies. Just to, you know, wait it out, see what happens. It all depends on how the theaters acclimate people. But I do want to go see Tenet because I see almost every Christopher Nolan movie in IMAX if it's available and I have time. And Tenet is going to be no exception. Guys, I watch the Tenet trailer at least every other day. I love that, man. I love Tenet so much, guys. I love it so much. I haven't seen the movie, but that's how it is for Christopher Nolan movies, man. Yo, Neo, you got any good dumbbell workouts? So yeah, as far as dumbbell workouts, you can actually do a lot. You can do curls. You can do, overhead tricep, extensions. You can do chest press on the floor. You can do some squats with them, some Romanian deadlifts. You can do a lot. You can get a good workout with dumbbells. Now, is it ideal long term in terms of putting on mass and all of that? If you have one pair of dumbbells, not really. But you can get some work in. You just gotta mess around with the amount of reps you do. Maybe sometimes the tempo. Some people like going into supersets and trisets. If you got the stamina for that, then go for it. So yeah, just watch some good guides online on stuff you can do. Neo, you make me want to buy more games. Oh, shout out to the classic quote. What was your E3 like? Your first E3 anyways. Oh yeah, so my first E3, guys, man. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I ask that, Jessica said, as a woman, if you're starfishing, you're definitely a virgin. Be a participant, ladies. Yo, this is why I fucks with Jess. Jess is one of the real ones because she will tell it like it is. Shout out to Jess. All right. So my first E3 experience. Okay, so my first E3 experience was 2 years ago. I actually got invited by Nintendo to go to E3 because I was a part of the Nintendo Ambassador program. And, you get some perks from that. Like whenever there's a game coming out, they'll ask if you want to review it. But mainly events. They're just like, hey, we've got a ticket to E3 with your name on it. You want to come? I said, yeah, because that's a dream come true. So I went to E3. I got to attend the event for free. I also got to attend the Splatoon 2 World Championships in addition to playing Smash Brothers like 6 months before it came out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna prove it to y'all because some think I'm bullshitting. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all ain't ready for it. I gotta get my crazy lanyard collection out. Oh, well, that's the lanyard I need. Here we go. Oh, shit. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. Ugh. Hold on. I'm just gonna drop all these things on the floor. I'll clean that shit later. So here's my lanyard from when I attended E3. The Gamer Pass. It's got the Persona. It's got the Persona thing on there, and it's got Valkyria Chronicles on the back. Because every now and then a company will sponsor these type of lanyards. So I got this right here, and this was my Nintendo VIP for attending the Smash Bros. Invitational. As you can see right there, it was held off-site of E3. I actually had to walk like 15 minutes. And there's the Splatoon 2 World Championship. So I got invited by Nintendo, and it was a lot of fun to... Yeah, okay. So I was a part of the Nintendo Ambassador Program. I think one thing y'all have noticed is I don't really brag about these things. I don't get on camera and just say, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Because for me, it's like... I'll speak on it briefly, and that's it, because I don't want to be that type of clout chaser saying, ooh, look at what somebody gave me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a part of the Nintendo Ambassador Program for 6 months before I really said anything in person, you know what I'm saying? So, I went there to E3, and E3... It was an amazing experience seeing all of the games there and being able to play them before they came out. But if I'm being 100% honest with y'all, and you'll realize this when you go to E3 for the first time, going to E3 is not fun if you don't go with your friends or just anybody in your clique, because E3, it's such a massive event, a massive venue, that there are constantly lines for everything. You have to make appointments to play certain things. It's just, dude, there's so much going on that it's like you can't just go there and think like, oh, I'm gonna go to all the panels and the press conferences. It doesn't really work like that. It's lines upon lines, man. It's very much so still a business showcase. It's a very professional show. So you can't just, if you're a YouTuber and you get invited, you can't just go and set up random interviews like that. You have to conduct things professional. So, oh shit! Yo, shout out to the whole, we're getting a lot of people in this shit. Shout out to the homie Yokorama Game Talk. Y'all know who it is. Yokorama is one of the OGs way back before there was an anime community or people who did anime videos. Yo, Yokorama, man, how are you, bro? It's been so long. Oh, but back to that talk. Honestly, the most fun I had at E3 was when I was hanging out with the homies. I was hanging out with my boy Breezy. Also, Christopher Kazama, the host of the Greatness Awaits show. He's actually here in the chat right now. I got one question. How many drunk friends did you make at E3? Exactly my point. When you go to E3 and you have your friends, yeah, it's fun to go play games or whatever, but I'm telling you, yo, the most amount of fun you're going to have at E3 is everything outside of E3, right? Dude, so I told this story like 2 weeks ago, but when I went to E3, there was this open bar after the show floor. So it was me, my boy Chris, my boy Denzel, and our friend Alex. We went there and we were just chilling, you know, it's open bar, you know what I'm saying? It's like rum and coke, stuff like that. But yo, man, listen, okay, I'm gonna give y'all some advice. I'm gonna give y'all the tech, okay? If you ever go to an open bar, all right? If you ever go to an open bar and there's a particular limit on the kind of drinks that they can make, because more often than not, these companies will, I'm telling the story. Like I said, what happened in this story, I'm 100% real with y'all. I tell y'all like it is. I don't try to hide anything. If you're at an open bar and they have a limit on the type of things and drinks you can get, most of the time it's like rum and cokes or just very simple type of drinks. Maybe Tito's and Club. Make friends with the bartender. Trust me, right? Because if you go there and you just say, oh, can I get this, that, they'll just give you that. But if you go there, strike up a conversation, and then you get the drink, but then you tip them, they're gonna be looking at you like, okay. And I made sure I didn't throw it in no tip jar. I gave it directly to this one female bartender. And yo, when I tell you, every time I went there, she kept hooking it up, right? So I got a second rum and coke after I tipped her the first time. And then I started drinking that. I was just like, whew, there's like only a splash of coke here. She fucking hooked it up because she knew what it was all about. And after that, I just kept doing the same. Here's another tip. I said, yo, can you make me a vodka Red Bull? She was just like, got you. And she made not only one vodka Red Bull, but she made like 3-4 of them for the homies. And then unfortunately after that, they started noticing that like the bartenders were getting tipped a lot. So they just said, okay, we're limiting it to just back to what it was before, y'all. And I was just like, damn it. But remember, that lady, she went on break after that. I found a new bartender, this one dude. I started doing the same thing. Hands me my drink, here's a tip. And then after that, it just, straight up, I said, yo, can I get 4 Long Island iced teas? And he was just like, got you, bro. And I kept coming back. Kept coming back with drinks. I'm like, here. Yo, we got so fucked up that day. And when me, Denzel, and Chris Kazama, we're not like the type of drunks to go into everybody's face and just like say, yo, we're not messy. We're not slobby drunks, right? So we were there and we were just, we were so inebriated and elevated and like, yo, I love you. And we just like kept running into people. Like there were these guys who were across from us. When I say I thought we were fucked up, yo, they were gone. But they were all like, some of them were Irish. So they wake up and they're drinking. So we made friends with them and we were just talking about some stuff. Oh man, it was great. And then, yo, it got even better. I'm gonna pull up the receipts for y'all, cause y'all know I don't be bullshitting this stuff. So I'm pull up these receipts. I went back in there and at this point I was like shit faced, but I was conscious that I was shit faced, so I could like, I could just do that. I'm like, I got this, right? I was just like, all right, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna go in there. I walked in there. I was like, all right, you know what you need to do? You need to go hit up the most beautiful woman in this place. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. I was talking to myself, and I go there, and there were these 2 cosplayers, right? Cosplayers who are cosplaying as Android 21 from Dragon Ball FighterZ and Cammy from Street Fighter, right? So I just went up to them. I was like, excuse me, I just want to say your cosplays are like fucking amazing and literally the best I've seen. And they were just so like, oh my God, that's so nice. Thank you so much. And they could tell it was like genuine, because when I say something, I'm not weird about it. And so I was just like, yo, can we get like a picture together? And they're just like, oh my God, yes. So we went there. We all took a photo. We were straight up plastered. Look at my face. I was gone. I was fucking gone here. And I was just like, yo, squad goals for real. And then I went and I was just like, yo, I'll hit you up on social media. And I was like, yeah, so I'm gonna leave that at that. But oh my God, yo. Oh yeah, the guy in the magazine was Gary Vaynerchuk. That was his name. Apparently he's like this motivational speaker or something. Oh God. And it was crazy. And then after that, I ran into some subscribers. Of course, I get shit-faced and I run into some subscribers. And we were just like having a ball, man. We were just taking photos and videos. And yo, I will never forget this shit. I was doing like a story on, I think it was on Facebook Live. It wasn't a story. It was on Facebook Live. And literally, I was just doing a pan around of everything. And there were these 2 dudes who were just like, yo, what up? And I think they were shit-faced too. I'm not sure, man. It was a blur. But they worked for, like I said, these are the guys who worked for Naughty Dog and Activision, right? And so we were literally just there saying, yo, what's up, E3, and having fun and just talking. Yo, it was a lot of fun, man. Oh yeah, that's yep. I'll show it one more time. See? That's her. That's her. She's literally got the best Android 21 cosplayer. Yep, that's her, guys. But then it got really crazy after that, and the less I say, the better. But it was nothing illegal, so we're all good. All right, back to the hard-hitting questions. First time you hit a bong. I'm gonna wait a little while because we already did a crazy story, but I'll touch on that at some point. But the moral of the story is make sure you eat before you drink. Mr. Christopher Kazama, he's evident of that. But back to some questions. Hey, Neo, do you have any advice on someone struggling with mental health? I've been really struggling with it. It's gotten to the point where it's hard to play games and other entertainment. So again, like I said, y'all, we keep it moving. We just go back and forth with other things. Oh, Anime Analyst, you were there? Yo, next time we gonna go there, man. Next time we gonna meet up. We gonna link up, brother. Anime Analyst is also one of those really cool dudes from back in the day. But on Yaya's question. All right, bye, Jess. Oh, she's got to do a drug test. Hey, okay, Jess, we see you. We see you. Take it easy, Jess. Have a good one, girl. Back to Yaya's question. So when it comes to dealing with mental health, I know this is not really a topic a lot of content creators will discuss because it gets very deep and personal, and to some people, they don't feel comfortable in discussing that, which is perfectly fine. It's a lot to deal with. Recently, I spoke about this on some streams, but over the past couple of months being in this lockdown, I've had back and forth bouts with depression, just because this whole experience has just been something I've never experienced in my life. And it just made me really reevaluate things happening in the world, like my outlook, my trajectory on life. Suddenly that was turned upside down. And when you couple that with the situation that's happening here, well, it's worldwide, but primarily centered here in the United States with the issues of police brutality and all that in the Black community. It's just a lot to deal with. It's very heavy. It got to the point where there were times where I literally would not sleep at all. Like when the whole stuff got out about George Floyd and everything happening there, the first day I started seeing the riots and the protests, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep that night at all. I was up until like 8 a.m. in the morning, went back and forth with napping, and it was just a lot to deal with. And honestly, the best thing that really helped me in that scenario was just talking to people, because it wasn't just me who was going through that. It was like every single person in my personal life. It didn't matter if they were white or black or brown or whatever color. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I know all of the answers when dealing with mental health and all of that. I don't pretend to. I'm not any type of expert. But the most important thing I can always tell you is if you have a really strong support network of people, and I'm talking genuine people, just talk to them. Just talk to them, because you would be surprised not only the lengths at which they're going to go to take care of you as a person, but also if they've been through certain types of similar situations. Like, always talk to somebody. That's why I always tell people, and for a lot of y'all who are new subscribers and you've never like seen the channel, I always say this: my DMs are always open on Twitter, Instagram, even on PlayStation and Xbox. If you need to talk to somebody, if you're just going through some shit, reach out to me. I can't promise you that I'll get back immediately, but I always get back, because there have been times where I felt like complete and utter trash. Like for example, I'll relate this to y'all. I'm going to be 27 in a few weeks, right? And there were times where I just think to myself, like, damn, I'm 27 and, I'm on the right path, but I feel like maybe I've wasted too much time doing stuff. Is any of this really matter? I see like other people my age, they're so successful. They're going out there, they're buying houses and just all this shit. Like, it's literally gotten to the point where I felt so inadequate. Like, just so like, dude, you like, you're a fucking failure. And it's a terrible feeling. And you never want to talk about that with somebody because you don't want to face that truth. But it was important that I did talk to somebody, because even if it just takes that person reaffirming what you already know, that could do a lot. It really can. So reach out to somebody, talk to somebody. In my Discord community, down below in the video description, I'm not trying to shamelessly pimp this out, but we're literally a family. We go there, we have fun, we laugh, we joke. But also, if somebody is going through some stuff, we say, hey, this is a place for you. This is a place where you can talk about your problems, what you're going through, and you're not going to be judged like the shit that like a lot of people say, like, oh, just, you got to toughen up, or just all this other bullshit. Like, yo, some of the people who I know in my personal life, I ain't gonna name no names, but some of the dudes who look like the most manliest of men, I'm not talking about muscles, I'm talking about just in general, they look like they got everything figured out. They're struggling on the inside. And it's a lot to deal with. So I don't want to wake up one morning and see a headline, or just like an RIP such and such. I don't want to do that. So if my purpose in life is to help somebody, even if it's just talking to them, even if I don't have all the answers for them, if it's just talking to them and that's what I'm able to do with my platform, then that's great. Because I love talking about games and anime and manga. Like that shit is in my blood till I die. But outside of all that, we're all still people. And we all go through shit. And it's okay to admit that. And just like it's fine. We have to normalize these sort of behaviors because we literally all go through shit. And I don't want to let anyone else know that I'm not any different. I'm really not, you guys. I mean, it might look like I'm always fun and happy and everything happening, but I go through shit as well. And to some, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but it doesn't matter what somebody thinks you're going through and if that's a problem. What it matters is that it's a problem to you, So, yeah, if you ever need to just talk to somebody, man, just hit my DMs, hit it on Discord, hit it on Twitter. And like I said, I can't promise that I'll get back to you immediately, but I will. I'll send whatever emails I have and we'll take it from there. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from the Sad Gamer Show. It was kind of a sad discussion. Your story times are the best. Let's throw some green at this man. Oh, I appreciate that. I really do, y'all. All of the super chats that y'all be giving me, that gets invested right back into the channel. Like I just bought this new PC because I wanted to do a lot more streams. And y'all have the support has been incredible. So I really do appreciate that. I don't ask for donations. I don't have any type of donation goal to hit so we can stream for 6 hours straight. I don't do that. For me, it's just connecting with y'all, having fun, laughing at things, and just having these story times. That's what matters to me. Okay. So, thoughts on Battlefront 2. Well, Battlefront 2 is actually really interesting because I recently picked up the game because it was on sale. I got it on my PC, and I was just very surprised at how far the game has come in the past, 3 years. They've really overhauled the entire game. They've been supporting it a lot, and I'm happy for the Star Wars fans. I think they said they're done with major updates, but it's a really awesome game. Honestly, I could finally recommend it to people, and I know I'm late with that, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I just wish that it was like that in the beginning and we didn't have to wait for it to get to that point. But the game itself is incredible. I love all the different modes, even the Ewok hunt. It was me and my boy Gabe. Gabe is probably playing Elder Scrolls Online right now, but he might be listening too. He'll be like, I'm here. But Ewok hunt was just some of the funniest shit out there, man. It's like the game you want to play with your friends. I loved it. And just the presentation, the music, the visuals, straight up Star Wars. It's great. So I recommend Battlefront 2. The campaign though, that shit is doo-doo. Thoughts on the new Star Wars game? I'm actually really excited for it because they're giving us different genre Star Wars games. Honestly, I've said this before, guys, but EA's handling of Star Wars, they've had the license since when? 2013? Right? They've literally spent so many years and all we've gotten was 2 Battlefront games, which were controversial as hell, Jedi Fallen Order, which is great, and then now we have this new one, the Squadron Racer. So I'm happy about that. What sucks is I don't like that EA has the license because only they can develop the games. I would prefer it if they were able to farm out the license, kind of like what Marvel is doing, where Marvel, it just goes down to who's the best developer to make a game. Because Star Wars games in their heydays, bro, we had so many different genres, so many different varieties of things. I want that. I really do. I want to have Battlefront exist in the same world as we have another KOTOR game and exist in the same world as maybe an action hack and slash titles similar to Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. You know, like that sort of type of game. That's why I love Jedi Fallen Order. I mean, it's not perfect. It has its issues, but I love that that game exists because it's different. And we just need more variety in the Star Wars genre, because Star Wars is a genre that, for the longest time, it's always been in like this small little universe of things when they could literally expand everything and just be insane. So yeah, just bring on more diversity with Star Wars. I would love that. Do you think J.J. Abrams can make a good Superman movie as long as he's put on a leash? Yeah, I think he can. It all comes down to who's writing the movie with him. I think that's the most important, because JJ he's good in some situations, but some of the times where he tries to do his JJ isms, I'm not the biggest fan of. It just comes like it should not be this hard to make a. Yo, Marvel gave us a Captain America trilogy that was fucking amazing, where each installment is better than the last in a lot of ways. They made Guardians of the Galaxy work. Captain Marvel, as much as I despise that movie, made over $1 billion, and you're telling me that DC can't get Superman right? What the fuck? Oh, we have a $5 super chat from Emery Kemp. From someone who goes through stuff as well. Bless you, sir, from being genuine. Have some money. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because we all go through shit, guys. And if it just means me admitting that I go through shit too to make y'all feel a little better, that's what I'm all about. Because we're legit a family here. You know, I ain't trying to be like one of those people saying, subscribe to join the family and join my secret server for $10 a month. Fuck that shit. If you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. That's what it's all about. What kind of girls do you prefer, like race and body type? So when I was younger, as far as like race was concerned, it always fluctuated. Like one period of time, I just liked a lot of white girls. Other periods of times, I liked a lot of Indian girls. So as I've gotten older, it's literally just, it comes down to, you're a decent fucking human being and you know what you want to do, or you're on the right path in life. That's what it comes down to. Cause like y'all be looking at these bad bitches on Instagram. Yo, she's bad and blah, blah, blah. That ain't the type of girl you want to go for, man. Because if you have a genuine girl, oh, she can look bad, but she ain't trying to look bad for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So for me, race doesn't really matter. Like, okay, I don't say that. I mean, that's not 100% true. I do have an attraction to Latinas. I love Latinas so much. There's just something about them. I don't know what, but that's what I'm attracted to. But you know, that doesn't disqualify every other race. Body type, I do like the women slim thick. I really do. You know, you gotta have a little meat on your bones. I can't, nothing against my skinny women. You know, it's all love around here, but you know, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4". I'm over 200 pounds. Like I need something there. I need something to grab onto. Like, you know, man, let me not. All right. Sony always wins. Oh, greetings from Guam. That's awesome. Greetings to you. Yeah, shout out to KOTOR. Neo, if you're using your what did you just say about OnlyFans? Neo, if you're using Streamlabs, you should make an OnlyFans money goal. No, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I am not going to create an OnlyFans page, even though I should normalize males on OnlyFans. But no, I ain't doing it. Shokio, shout out to Shokio. He came up here and he made an OnlyFans page. It took him a while because, you know, they discriminate against the males doing it. But shout out to Shokio and his OnlyFans. Oh, we have this is a long time viewer right here. I remember this man. We used to talk on Skype back in the day. I'm talking like 2009. We got Tech and Jin here to spread some good vibes and a longtime subscriber and / buddy. I don't know. Oh, you definitely a buddy, man. You one of the real ones. Good to see you as always. It's good to see you too, man. You know, I think we follow each other on Twitter. I think we do. But I always see your posts, so I don't know if it's just the Twitter algorithm, but I always see you around, man. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I'm 6'4". Y'all don't, okay, y'all want to see, because I know, like I said, we have a lot of new subscribers here, but let me put my height into perspective for y'all. All right. Where's a good photo? Like that last photo I showed was a good example, but I need something that's like really like, whoa, you know? Okay. So this was not E3. This was PlayStation Experience 2017. I think this is the last one they did. This is when I met Andrew House and Sean Layden. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Well, you can't see me now. I look like freaking from the Proud Family. It all started with an orange basketball, but like that's me on the right hand side. That's them, and here's me with Shuhei Yoshida. So yeah, I'm legit 6'4", guys. And the crazy thing is my younger brother is taller than me. He's 6'5". I don't know, like, what do dudes be posting on OnlyFans? I have no idea. Make an OnlyFans and upload feet pic on it? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Y'all are fucking weird. Oh, no, y'all ain't going to start that hashtag. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No. Y'all are some fucking weirdos. Hell no. The least toxic chat I've been on YouTube. Yeah, like I said, everyone around here is family, man. We know what it is because we don't listen. How do I say this? Like, we get the shits. We get the shits. We ain't here to try to, start fanboy discussions or just all this nonsense, hating people for their opinions. We just come here to chill. That's what it is. How did I get so tall? Well, I just went to the gym. And as I worked out, I got taller. No. My dad is 6 foot. He's 6'2". Ironically, my mom is 5'6". And I guess just I inherited all my dad's traits. So like my sister is like 5'7", 5'8". My brother is 6'5". Are your feet big like you? Well, I wear size 13s, sometimes size 14s. What improvements, additions would you want in the Breath of the Wild sequel? Honestly, I would like for more towns in the game, like just legitimate towns with things to do. I think that'd be pretty cool. I wasn't really that big of a fan of all the individual trials that they set up. I do enjoy the old school dungeons. I know, with the old school dungeons, it is more like a linear sort of thing, whereas the trials are there and you can play them any way you want. I don't think that you have to forgo all the trials. You can have them there, but bring back some type of classic dungeons. Maybe have those for like the main installment of the game, like the main story. The bosses in Zelda were actually pretty cool. The story itself was just kind of whatever. You know what I'm saying? And even like the weapon degradation system, I didn't mind it. I shouldn't say that. The weapon degradation system, I have my problems with it, especially in the beginning of the game. But once I kind of got like the hang of certain things and actually getting really good weapons, I was like, oh, okay, it's doable. So maybe up the degradation system a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. I know there are people who are like more into Breath of the Wild that probably have a more diverse list of things to do. So that's just it for me. Oh, shout out to the 193 people watching. We all here on a Monday evening. That's what's up. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from the homie Dongosan33. Okay, I'm going to shout him out again, y'all. If you need any type of graphic design work done whatsoever, hit up Dongosan33. The link to him is on my Twitter page. He designed my new logo, my banner, this little thing in the bottom. Right, y'all. He's a dope-ass dude. Alrighty, headed out now, but did I hear that right? Channel support. Oh, gotcha. Here's $5. Looking forward in life, half glass full, and having that wholesome experience called life. Catch you later and look forward to the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC. Shout out to the homie Austin. You see, like, he's another one of those people who I'm just like, yo, I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of person where you just know off the get-go. Yes, Dark Cloud. Oh, shout out to Dark Cloud. Austin, he's a great dude. He can do really good work, man. Like, you saw what he did with me. That's not even like the flexibility and range that he has. Like, I just gave him some type of specifications on what I wanted, and he worked with it. Okay, so who's your favorite fictional character? Well, since we were on the topic of anime, I would have to say Yusuke Urameshi. I love Yusuke so much because of he was the first guy who I watched in anime as a kid where I just he was so cool. He was like that big brother I never had to look up to. I just loved his outlook on life because he wasn't really, he wasn't like any type of like good-willed, good-spirited main protagonist. Yusuke, for him, it's like, yeah, he knows he has to save the world to protect his friends, but anything he could do to avoid that, he would do. So I remember he was just like, yo, I don't want to save the world. I want to go to this wrestling match I have tickets for. Do you know how much I spent on these tickets? So everything to him was like a drag, and I loved that. But I loved his development, like his character. It was so cool. Damn, we're at 198 viewers. Oh my God, are we going to break 200? Oh my God, are we going to break 200? This is going to be crazy, y'all. Let's see if we can break 200. But yeah, he's, I love Yusuke Urameshi. He's great. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from Abman136. I tried to make friends by being real, but it does. I assume you meant it doesn't work out. How do I effectively make friends? So here's the thing, Abman. Again, it goes back to what I was talking about before. When it comes down to it, if you've done everything you needed to do in the sense that, you focused on yourself and your purpose and your passion, if people don't want to be your friend, fuck them. Move on, bro. Because I'm telling you this for a fact, there are going to be people who are going to appreciate you for who you are. Trust me on this, man. Like, our Discord community, we all talk about crazy different things here because everyone has like all different interests. It's not just like we all like one thing. So literally, if you need some friends, check out our Discord community. Like, it's a good community. We all talk about stuff, and you might be able to find a friend there. But I understand some people don't like that. They want to just have a book of everything you need to know. But some things in life, you can't read a cheat sheet online. You just have to go and do things, and then you'll find people, and it'll be like, oh, you're pretty dope. And honestly, bro, I'd rather have 3 real friends than 100 fake ones. 100 friends who are only there when I could do something for them. You know what I'm saying? Like that sort of thing? Hell no. Have you heard of the Tower of God anime? I have. I haven't checked it out, though. The animation looked kind of weird. Are you going to be playing the Kingdom Hearts Remind DLC on stream? Yes, I'm going to be streaming Remind tomorrow night, you guys, on my Twitch channel. Link down below in the video description. We're going to be playing through the entire DLC and maybe some of the bosses. I haven't figured it out yet. I heard the bosses are good. It just disappeared. Did you know some dude that created a keto protein mix commented on your last video you uploaded Chris Sparks? Yeah, Goody Beats. Yeah, Keto Meal. That was his product with American Metabolics. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, a few years back. Yeah. Yes, the Witcher series is it's very good. It's got its problems, like that whole back and forth timeline thing was not cool at all, but as a whole, the series was great. I can't wait for season 2. Okay. Have I read the Witcher books? I read the first one. I need to finish the rest of them. Well, actually, I didn't read the first one. I listened to it as an audiobook because I listen to a lot of audiobooks these days. Like when I'm driving to work and sometimes I get stuck in traffic, I just put on an audiobook and that's how I get my reading in. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from the longtime homie Cody. Just want to support what you're doing, man. Amped to catch more of these now that I'm back to watching YouTube. That's awesome, bro. Well, as far as my schedule is concerned, I don't have one, but I know for a fact every Monday, if I can, I'm going to try to do Q&A. And depending on how things progress as far as my work schedule, once the world returns back to normal, I might have to change it depending on the day, or I might just block out Monday as one of the days where it's like, okay, I can only work in the morning, can't work in the evening, Because one of the jobs that I do is I'm a server, I'm a bartender, and I usually work there on the weekends, but sometimes during the weekdays. So depending on like how the Mondays are when we get back to normal, I might go to work. But if it's just slow as hell, because the thing is, when you work in the restaurant industry, guys, you want to be there when it's busy. There are some days where you're just like, I don't feel it. And thankfully at the place I work, we have a lot of staff. So I could hypothetically not work Mondays if I wanted to. So we'll see. Neo, what is your opinion on dating apps? Well, as a whole, I think they have their place, especially the older you get based off of your location and things like that. It's cool. But from my personal experience, dating apps are really pointless. I'm not saying they can't work, but a lot of the people that I come across, they use dating apps because they're bored, because they're interested in smashing. And when they realize that it's not going at the rate that they want, they just say, fuck this shit, leave their profile up. And then some people like it and you never get anywhere from it. I would say, honestly, try them out if you want and see where it goes. But if they're just doing this back and forth type of nonsense and everything, and y'all live in like the same city or within 20 minutes and they don't want to meet up, man, fuck that shit. I just noticed a lot of girls use dating apps as as a way for them to pimp out their Instagram, and they're always the Instagram thoughts. You know the type. So I would avoid it, because you get a lot of those type of girls, and then you get a lot of dudes who, hey, I'm just being honest here. I ain't trying to discriminate. You know, you love what you love. If you gay, you straight, whatever type of thing, that's all you. But there's a lot of dudes who just use it to smash, and females or guys who are into that. You gotta be careful with that. So try it out, see what happens. It can't hurt. But I've just noticed from experiences, a lot of people I know, it never goes anywhere. Oh, we have a $4.99 super chat from the homie Dark Cloud. Here you go, fam. Only because you family. Also, text me your archive stuff in the Twitter chat. Yeah, I definitely will, bro. In fact, I retweeted it. So if you check my recent tweet, it'll be right up there. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. Also, Dark Cloud here again. Like, when I pimp somebody out, it's because I really do like y'all, and it's a case of I want you to go mess with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Here's their stuff. You know, Dark Cloud is someone who's been around here. Oh, he's been around here for just as long as I have. You know, we're going on 10 years, 10, 11, 12 years. He's a really cool, really chill dude. His new channel that he started is, I believe, DC. I want to say it's DC Nerd Talk. Let me just don't quote me on that. It's DC Nerd Talk. I tweeted it out on Twitter. Give him a follow, you know, provided he continues to upload videos and doesn't go on one of his many hiatuses. But yeah, he's a cool dude. You're not gonna get any type of fanboy BS from him. He's great. Oh God, I really need to start shaving, because my hair has been sticking up and tickling my nose. But I'm growing out all this stuff because the barber is about to open. My barber is going to open up in like the next week. So I'm just like, yo, I'll just grow it out. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from Roosevelt. Did you know that Yosuke from Persona 4 was going to be gay, but there's some unused audio? Really? You see, that's why I didn't know. Because I always thought that it was going to be just straight kanji, you know? But again, it goes to show you, like, game development, like, there's just so much that we don't know about certain games that goes into it. And then it's just, they scrap it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how that works. Someone that doesn't have much money, almost zero income, but might just come into a little cash. Should I get a PS4 or wait for the 5? Well, it depends on how badly you want to play the games right now. If I'm being real, I would personally wait for the PS5 because it's going to be backwards compatible. I know Sony, the wording has been kind of off, but it's going to be backwards compatible. So I would say go ahead and buy a PlayStation 5, save up for it, because that way you're getting access to all the old library of PS4 games, and you have the new stuff, so you're future-proofing yourself. I'm not going to tell you to wait like 5 months, but realistically, you could spend $300, $400 on a PS4 now, but then eventually you're going to have to get a PS5. So, you know? Have I watched Doom Patrol? I saw a little bit of it. I really wasn't feeling it as much as most people, but I got to get back to it. Yes, guys, if any of y'all are unaware, Shaman King is coming back for another anime. Literally out of nowhere. On Twitter, they just dropped that, yo, Shaman King's coming back. I freaked the fuck out, man. I was geeking like crazy. Because, yo, everyone's been wanting a second, like, either a second season or a reboot to Shaman King for the longest. And it was just kind of like, yeah, you know, we'll see about it. But now we got it, man. I'm excited. Shaman King is coming back. Bleach is coming back. All we need is just a proper Soul Eater reboot. Damn, Falconer straight up said, Actually, people who use dating apps are desperate to have relationships. I feel like you lose your dignity in those apps. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say so because, like I said, I've seen people who they've found success using the app. So I don't want to necessarily say that because remember, everybody's circumstance is different. If you live in like a small town in rural America, the opportunities that it presents you to find somebody out there who's different or maybe even like you, it's slim by comparison. So I don't know. Are you going to get Paper Mario Origami King? I'm going to wait on that because the past couple of Paper Mario games have not been that great. It looks better, but I hope it's not more aesthetics versus core gameplay. Like, I want the gameplay to be nice. I will switch from PS4 to Xbox Series X. Some thoughts? Honestly, you have to go where the games are in addition to what platform ecosystem you like. That's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Would you buy a Switch Pro? Of course I would buy a Switch Pro. I've been waiting for a Switch Pro since I got the Switch. I've had the Switch for legit almost 3 years. What do you think the price of the PS5 will be? Optimistically, I hope they hit that $400, but I sincerely doubt that. Realistically, it's going to be $500. I have a feeling it's going to be $500. If it's anything less than $500, I'd be very surprised. Oh God, Dark Cloud with the $1.99 super chat. He's getting it. I'm buying it for the crew. Yeah, this man Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud is part of the hashtag I got money crew. Okay, Dark Cloud. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, like from that PS5 event, I can't wait. I want to play Spider-Man Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank, man. Hi, bro. Hello from Russia. I have decided I have the opportunity to buy the Xbox One X Cyberpunk for $400. Is it worth it? I don't care about exclusives. Well, honestly, bro, the Xbox One X, like I said, it's a very, very good console in terms of using it, in terms of performance. Game Pass is incredible. So the amount of value you get with that, the Xbox pays for itself. Like I've spent maybe $30 on games since I've owned my Xbox, and everything else is on Game Pass. So I would say the console is definitely worth it. And you have Cyberpunk, so that's another game that you have in your console already. Well, not now, but in a few months. Oh God, if the digital version is more expensive, I don't get how. That makes no sense unless they're literally trying to push digital consoles, which I think is going to be a big failure. Yeah, they did our boy Miles good in that new game, man. His fade is on point. I can't relate. My fade ain't on point. This shit is fucked up. But it'll soon be fixed, guys. Barbershops are opening soon. Should I get Ratchet and Clank on the PS4? I heard it's a remake. It'd be your first Ratchet and Clank game. Yes, definitely go ahead and get that Ratchet and Clank game. It's legit one of the best looking games I've ever played. And it's fun too. Like the Ratchet and Clank series is great. I mean, the game has been on sale for like $6, $7, so you won't regret it, man. It literally is a Pixar movie come to life. It's very good, man. How do I feel about Miles in the comics? Well, if anyone's been following my channel for a few years, y'all would know that I wasn't the biggest fan of Miles Morales when he was introduced. I didn't like the parameters that they went about, just killing Peter Parker to introduce this character. And for a very long time, Miles was not a very well-written character at all. Like, first off, a lot of his stories were rehashes of Peter Parker stories, done terribly. In addition to that, there were just situations where they gave him the bigger, badder effect, where they would overpower him with all these new techniques just for the sake of saying, oh, hey, look at this guy. Isn't he cool? So that's how Miles was for a lot of years. But then things changed in 2018 with Spider-Verse and the Spider-Man PS4 game. They actually made Miles a character, and I was very surprised at that. I was like, whoa. And then not only that, but they had a new writer take over Miles Morales. When Brian Michael Bendis wrote Miles Morales, he wrote him so bad. He's just like, there's nothing interesting about this character. But when you have other writers working on him, you get a lot of unique stories. So his storytelling has been a lot better. Oh, we just cracked 200 viewers, guys. We just cracked 200 live viewers. 2 hours into the stream. Shout out to y'all. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Oh, God. We got Black Bond in the chat. Oh, God. This man, Black Bond.
This dude getting haircuts like he's beating games. Black Bond, I don't want you coming in here talk about stuff when you can't read a damn Instagram post. Yo, all right, I'll put this man Black Bond's life on blast. All right, man. Fucking Tim Duncan lookalike. All right, so this dude Black Bond, as y'all see him right here, right? We follow each other on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We talk every now and then, talk about games, life shit, right? So I posted on my story that Persona 4 Golden was out on Steam. It literally said Persona 4 Golden available now. Available now. It says it in big white text. Available now. This dude Black Vaughn replied to my stories, yo, is the game out yet? I was just like, what the fuck? I was just like, yo, nigga, you read shit? And he was just like, okay, because he coming up here with one of his Bond tales. He was just like, I can't read. I was just out here mowing the lawn. Nigga, how does mowing the lawn mean you can't read a damn post? This dude Black Bond, man. Yo. This man Black Bond, I swear to God. But shout out to Black Bond. Shout out to Black Bond. He's one of the homies. We definitely have to do that JRPG podcast we've been trying to do for like 6 years, bro. Shout out to Black Bond. That's a funny dude. You were mowing the fucking lawn, nigga. You was not beating games. This dude Black Bond, okay, so let me talk about Black Bond again. He's mad at me because I'm not playing Trails of Cold Steel right now. When I told him, yo, I was going through video game burnout. I need to play other games to get myself back into it. Trails of Cold Steel is an 100+ hour RPG. And this dude Black Bond, first off, he says, why are you playing Trails of Cold Steel? Play all the other games beforehand. I said, you know what? Okay, but I want to play a little more Cold Steel. I stopped playing Cold Steel, and I was like, all right, you know what? Let me just take this time to relax. I'll go play the other games. And this dude Black Bond's like, why aren't you playing Cold Steel? You told me not to play Cold Steel. You told me to play all the other games. Yo, this dude Black Bond, swear to God. This dude Black Bond, man. There's a funny dude right there. Shout out to Black Bond. Yeah, me and Black Bond, I think we gotta do this JRPG podcast because there was a period in time when Black Bond and I were hated on. Well, Black Bond's always hated on YouTube. People hate on Black Bond when, Black Bond could come on here and say, yo, I just got married, and there'd be like 6,000 dislikes. Because Black Bond would dude Bond, the way Bond be uploading like videos of dirty pools saying Florida was ridiculous, and people are like, what's the point of this video? Yo, if any of y'all know about this shit, comment down below because that'd be killing me. Oh, we got 213 people watching. Shout out to y'all. But yeah, this dude Black Bond, bro. Okay, take it easy, Yatogami. Enjoy that Persona 5, man. Enjoy that Persona 5. That Persona 5 Royal that Black Bond needs to be playing, but he's not. Black Bond, people be hating you because you come on here and upload videos that's in pitch black because you had the lens cap on. Fuck. I don't think this man Black Bond understands. He be uploading videos of him at a New Year's party. You can't see shit. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And he's just like, Happy New Year. That shit got 6 likes, 8,000 dislikes. Oh, God. Yeah, but Black Bond's that dude, though. Go subscribe to Black Bond, y'all. He's dope. Hard 8. Yeah, Hard 8 as well, man. He got his channel taken down for almost a day. Something about violating community guidelines. I think it was somebody who flagged him. Because you know how people in the community can get. Yo, you see, James94 is exactly. He's like, I remember when he uploaded that pool video. When Bond uploaded that pool video. Then when he had the New Year's video, like, yo. Oh, yeah. And then he did a video of him wakeboarding and shit. Yo, this is not a Black Bond roast. I love how I'll be roasting Black Bond, but that shit, the viewers just go up. So people are like, yo, tweet this out. He's talking about Black Bond. Yo, do y'all remember the video where Black Bond broke that Wii U? And he couldn't break that shit at first? Yo, I wouldn't say it was as bad as BG trying to break that Uncharted 3 disc. Y'all saw BG try to break that disc? He tried to break that Blu-ray. Yo, that shit almost beat the crap out of him. This man BG. Yo. Oh, we have another $1.99 super chat from Dark Cloud. Hashtag I got money. Yo, you remember the Black Bond Sunny D? Yo, this dude Black Bond, he was all about that Sunny D. I don't know what it is about Black Bond and the Sunny D, but he was like, he was obsessed with Sunny D, and he put that shit in all his videos. He would start out videos just drinking Sunny D. And I remember I first saw that. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's just drinking Sunny D. And then this man Black Bond over here talking about vitamin D milk, saying, if it ain't got the D, it ain't for me. I was like, yo, what? This man is, what is he talking about? This man Bond, yo. But again, shout out to that boy Black Bond. Go subscribe to him. Oh God. I need to get off this topic. Y'all are terrible bringing up all this old shit. Bond, Bond, my favorite video you ever made was that video where it has to be somewhere, bro. Please don't tell me you deleted it. There was that video you made where you were like in the you had that 3-piece suit on and you were pacing back around the house complaining about like motherfuckers on welfare and shit at the grocery store. Yo, that was the funniest video, Bond. When I say I was crying, like, it was so funny. I wish it was on YouTube, but it's not. He was just straight up like, this is how he started the video. I shit you not. He was sitting there. He got the camera where it is. He was just pacing back and forth. The first of the month. The worst day of any month. This man went on a whole rant. I was like, yo, I've never seen this content on YouTube before. This is amazing. This is amazing, man. Yo, but that shit was great, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all might not know about that, but for all the OGs, y'all know what it was about. Why do you think Atlas didn't release Persona 4 Golden on the PS4? Honestly, I have no good idea, because that's free money right there. Persona 4 on any platform is free money. I was thinking that maybe they were holding off to show it off at another event. But again, it's like, why would you do that? If you just announce it's on PC, you might as well just put a press release later and just say, hey, it's also coming to PS4 and Switch. You get what I'm saying? The other part of me, and this is why I think Atlas is just a weird company, they think that, oh, we'll just test the waters on PC and see if it'll make sales. Bro, do you know how many people have been bombarding Twitter about putting Persona on more consoles? Like, I don't know. Yo, but that video of Black Bond was funny. Then there was another video, because Black Bond used to make, I think it was like his editor had something. There was this video of like a city, right? And Black Bond was on the Jumbotron. It had his video there, and he it was like him there on the video addressing the city of hate. And somebody left a comment saying, I wish I could fly a plane into Black Bond's face. Dude, when I tell you back then, the roast game was impeccable. Like, people nowadays, you be seeing them roasting, it ain't funny. I'm telling you, like 10 years ago? Oh my God. That shit was lit. That shit was lit, man. Seriously. I love how this chat is talking about the Sunny D. What is your favorite non-Nintendo Switch game? Honestly, I've gotta say, I mean, it's not exclusive, but it's one of the better versions, Dragon Quest XI-S, because of all that extra content. It's really good. Any plans on upgrading to the Xbox Series X? At some point, yeah, I do want to get the Series X. I'm not sure if I'll get it on launch, because remember, Microsoft said all their exclusives for like the first year or two are going to be on the Xbox One X. So I can kind of hold off on that. Just discovered your YouTube channel. You seem cool. Gonna sub. Hey, appreciate that, Andy. I appreciate that. Wait, what's going on in the news? Someone said something about Hillary Clinton. Let's go check this out. I don't see nothing about Hillary Clinton. You ever played or heard of Dead by Daylight? Yeah, I've heard of it. I have some friends who do play it, and we were all trying to like get a squad together to play, but we never did. I've heard it's fun. Yeah, Atlas, the way Atlas goes about doing things is so different by comparison to everybody else. Atlas can literally come on here and they would legit like
do the bare minimum of what people want, and they question like, damn, maybe people really do want this stuff. I'm like, bro, of course people want this. Did you ever visit retro video game stores where you live? Yeah, we have a couple around here. We have a couple, and I do visit them from time to time, but I'm not really that big into like retro video game collecting, so it's not like I'm rushing out there. I only go there to really experience the atmosphere, and if there's a game that I just have an urge to play, like an old N64 title that I want to hook up this N64 and play with some friends, that's probably the only reason I would go by. Oh yeah, those Skype chats back in the day, they were top tier roasts, man. Like, good times. PS5 is rumored to have 6 fans. I'm glad about that. The more fans, the better. If it keeps that system cool, definitely. Digital games make you really appreciate less about your games. I get where you're coming from with that. I do. I don't see it that way as such, because for some games that I've played, I don't mind them being all digital. You know what I'm saying? Like it being on a disc. Like take a game like Destiny, for example. Why would I care that an online only game is on a disc? You know what I'm saying? Like that game is dead if the servers go down. If it's a single player type of game, I understand what you're talking about. I get that. Are you going to buy a PS5 this year or wait? I really want one. I really do, but it's just all going to depend, cuz you know, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, the remake they're working on looks phenomenal. Spider-Man Miles Morales looks great, Ratchet and Clank, but only one of those is like confirmed for the holiday season. I think Demon Souls might be a launch title too, but the rest, they're probably going to be year one PS5 games, which I don't mind because I bought my PS4 4 months after it came out when Infamous Second Son dropped. So I don't really need to rush out there to buy it. If it has like 3 to 4 really good launch games, I think I'm gonna get it. But if it doesn't, if it's just like one, I'll be like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Do you think exclusive games are something we should be bringing into the next gen? Yeah, exclusives are a highlight. I mean, exclusives are honestly the only reason why the Switch gets a pass for a lot of things. Because yeah, it's great that you can play these portable console games, but as a whole, you know, it was the exclusives of playing those games that really mattered. Xbox, like I said, it's an amazing console, but it doesn't really have those wow factor exclusives. So yeah, just more exclusives. And Xbox, they don't need to have games that are exclusive to the Series X. If those games are on PC, but they're available on Xbox Series X and they're quality, great games, oh, people are going to buy them. You know, Microsoft, they're done with the whole traditional console exclusive model. It's more about just, it's a game in our ecosystem type of thing. So, yeah, we'll see if it turns out in their favor. Oh yeah, PS5 is definitely starting out better with more games than PS4. Also, I want to say you're my favorite YouTuber, so thanks for answering my question. Oh, that's awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that. It's great. Thank you. Thank you for coming to the stream. That's what it's all about, really. Why is the Xbox One even called the One? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the reason why they called it the Xbox One was because they wanted it to be like your one-stop source from entertainment, from TV and games and all that stuff? I think that's the reason why, because, you know, phones was like, I think it was the HTC One or something like that. You know, it didn't want to be like the Xbox 720 or the Xbox 3. It just wants to go with an unconventional type of name. I don't mind the series branding, because then you can differentiate on certain things, you know? Yeah, the thing, okay, so I'm going to say this, all right? If somebody wants to go out there and they think that buying a $500 console is a great value proposition for them, that's on them and that's perfectly fine. I don't understand, like, when okay, I'm gonna go off on a PC rant for a second, but when PC gamers come in here and they're talking about how I built a computer and it steamrolls over all the consoles out in the market. Bro, you spent spent $1,000 on a computer. Your graphics card alone costs the same as one of these consoles. Of course, it's going to steamroll over consoles. You get what I'm saying? Like, yes, you have more benefits with a PC, especially if you are a content creator, especially if you work a lot with things. A stronger PC is very beneficial. But the value proposition of a console spending $400 or $500 and it lasting you that long, like, I remember when the Xbox One X came out for $500, I wasn't interested in it, but I was like, yo, $500 for a 4K capable machine? It didn't hit 4K native on all the games, but it hit it a lot. That sounds so weird. But then you're people who are coming in here saying, I can build a PC that's more powerful than that. I'm like, bro, what PC are you building for $500 that can run games at 4K 60? $500. Not anything crazy like whatever. I'm talking $500 in 2017. People shut up after that because they can't. And that's fine because consoles are not meant to be comparable to PCs like that. Value proposition with that is what it matters, Yes, you can get a PC that's going to run games 10 times better than consoles. But can you get a game that runs on consoles, like when those consoles start to depreciate? If you can get like a PS4 on sale on the holidays for like $300, $200, can you get a PC altogether for that price to run games the same? Like, I hate when people start making that argument. It's just so dumb, Like, if you bought an Xbox Series X and the value you're going to get with that is going to last you years. Same thing with the PS5. It's going to last you years. A $500 PC that you built is not going to last you years. It's not going to be the same. So, I don't know. I just it's like, yo, why are we arguing about that sort of thing? You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from somebody, I just built like an $1,100 PC right here. I built this mainly for streaming and gaming and all the other side projects I do. But I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, the Series X looks so weak and anemic and the PS5 just looks so dumb for $500. Like, bro, like, look at games such as God of War and what Red Dead Redemption 2 looks like on a console that's right now $300. Red Dead Redemption 2 on a $300 machine. Like, am I going crazy here? Or, like, do people miss the point entirely? Of course, a $1,200 GP... Man, I need to get off the topic. God bless everybody. We have a $5 chat from Dominic Richardson. I've been a sub to your channel for years. Glad to see you doing more videos and we learn more about you. I want to show some support. Hey, man, appreciate that, brother. I really do. Like, every dollar that you guys donate to me gets invested back into the channel in some way or another. I really do appreciate that, guys. Because I get on here and I like to talk to y'all about real shit, you know what I'm saying? So we can talk about gaming and anime and fun stuff, but we also get deep on these streams. And I think that's very important because, I'm not perfect. Like, I go through some shit in life. And like I said, if my goal, because we had a whole deep topic about this a few hours ago. I say a few hours ago. It's literally like 2 hours ago. About just dealing with depression and mental health and things like that. I had a whole discussion about that because I felt like it was necessary. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from Asbel Lant. Any advice for going to an anime convention? I'll probably be going to Anime Matsuri, but I've never been to one, so I'm kind of lost. Oh, okay, cool. So for anybody who's going to be getting into the convention scene, once the world opens back up, damn, shout out to y'all. We got 213 people in the stream. Shout out to y'all. Seriously, we got 213 people, and we keep on growing. That's great, man. So anyone who's going to any type of convention, we'll stick to anime. My best piece of advice as far as like going to these conventions is come prepared. So when you're going to these conventions, more often than not, you're not really going to have access to food sources like that. I mean, they have food there, but it's really not that great. So I recommend bringing a lot of snacks. One thing I do love bringing when I go to conventions is a lot of I love bringing a lot of nuts. I like bringing a lot of nuts and seeds because those give you energy and they're just more filling by comparison to like potato chips and things like that. So I eat a lot of nuts and maybe some type of a nut butter. That's good because it gives me a lot of energy. Also, make sure you bring your own type of water. I know some conventions are very picky about bringing in outside stuff. But if you can bring like a water bottle and fill it up, that'll save you a lot of money when you go to conventions. And just in general, enjoy yourself. Like, have a lot of fun. Some of these conventions, you might have to be waiting a lot for like the voice actors or to get into like the game rooms and all that. But as a whole, if you can just enjoy yourself and the experience and the atmosphere, you'll have a great time, man. Like, some of the most fun I've had is when I've gone to some conventions, and man, y'all are some immature motherfuckers in the chat. Over here saying nuts. Pause. Hashtag nut energy. Yo, that's the hashtag for today. Hashtag nut energy. Y'all are terrible children. All right. So yeah, you want to be prepared with like snacks and things like that, and also just enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just take everything in. Don't be in a rush to do everything. Just have fun, and also realize that you are amongst your people. So these are the people who are into this shit as much as you. Some people a little too much, and you can tell. Like, I'm just being real, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Mr. Suave. I'm not like the coolest guy or whatever, but I see some of these people at these anime conventions, and they're just very much so like, they're not aware of how to conduct themselves in public, and it's very evident. So just be careful around those people. They get really weird. But yeah, you know, just have fun. Ooh, also, even if you're not into, you know, dancing or things like that, definitely go to the raves. Almost every convention has like a rave or a party afterwards just to celebrate things. It's usually on the Saturday. Oh, definitely go to that because you're going to have a lot of fun. Like, yo, I can't dance to save my life. I know some basic stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I always go to these raves and I have fun there because it's just so great, man. They be playing some awesome music there, man. Oh, okay. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here, right? Yo, Richard, right here, RG86. He ran into me at JFK in 2018. Exactly. Wait, was this on the flight to Dallas? This is on the flight to Dallas, right? So Richard right here, again, I just be running into y'all everywhere. I was going to Dallas for a few days, you know, to hang out because Texas is my second home. And I ran into one of my subscribers on the way. Like, we were on the same flight. And he was like, we were just getting ready to board. And this man was just like, yo, you Neil? I was like, yeah, it's me. Like, I be telling y'all, if you see me in public or you think it's me, just approach me. I'm literally like this. I'll just be like, hey, what's up? Yo, we want to take a selfie together? Let's have, like that type of shit, man. Oh, so shout out to the boy Richard, man. Yeah, see, exactly. See, I ain't making this shit up, y'all, man. But yeah, so just have fun at anime conventions. Oh, also, I don't know where it is. It's probably somewhere on my nightstand. Bring a lot of deodorant. Bring a lot of deodorant. Don't necessarily wear clothes that are very tight fitting around your armpits if you're prone to sweating. Just please, for your own and everyone else's enjoyment, make sure you bring deodorant and you shower and all that nice stuff to stay hygienic. Because listen, I just need to be honest with y'all. Like, I keep it 100. Anime fans, we have got to do better when it comes down to personal hygiene. I'm sorry, but every single convention I go to, every single game room is some of the mustiest shit I have ever seen in my life. Like, my nostrils smelt that shit. It was like, oh, hell no. We have got to do better. Anime fans, we got to put on deodorant, have deodorant in our bags. We got to start washing our asses. We got to start brushing our teeth, using mouthwash, water pick, floss, do whatever you got to do. You got to do all that. You got to clean your hair. You know, shower, shampoo, condition, get maybe some almond or grapeseed oil. Do what you got to do. And just keep yourself clean. Change of underwear. Wear like some like sweat resistant underwear. Don't just get the regular Fruit of the Loom. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, shout out to the 217 people watching. Man, y'all are dope. Oh, okay, so we have a $1.99 super chat from Dark Cloud. Don't forget a 4K HDR PC monitor. That's like $600 to $2,000. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier, Dark Cloud, because I want to get a 4K monitor, but realistically, I'm probably going to be spending no less than $400 for the one I want. $400, that's almost the price of a game console that'll last me 7 years. You get what I'm saying? So PC gaming, it's not as cheap as people say. Sure, it could be cheap in the long run and you could get a lot of benefits with it, but you're going to be dropping some money if you want to have a good PC long term. And provided y'all understand that, you'll be okay. Because I don't regret spending $1,100 for my PC. And I got some NVMe SSD. And I got a nice keyboard, nice mouse. I'm going to get a new monitor. It's expensive, but for me, it's worth it. Which is why I always tell people, yo, if you can't build a gaming PC, you want to get a good gaming console, go get an Xbox One X, get a PS4 Pro, get the Series X, get the PS5, you know, because they're good with the price. Hey, are you still cool with Terrell Game Freak? Yeah, I'm still, yeah, me and Terrell, oh man, we go way back. We're cool. I was in his live stream yesterday talking about stuff. Yeah, Terrell's awesome. When it comes to me and people online, guys, if I've known the person before, I'm honestly still cool with them to this day. I know everybody likes to get into like beef saying, oh, why don't you talk to such and such? I don't cut people off online. If I have like a friendship with them, I don't cut them off. Like, we get into periods where we don't talk because we have other life things going off. There have been people who have cut off relationships with me, and I'm just like, okay, you know, that's basically how it is. But 99% of the people who I've collabed with and I've talked to before, we're still really cool. And if we're not really cool, it's just because we both got busy in life. But I don't hate anybody. One thing I see in communities is there's all this drama and I hate this person, I hate that. Bro, I ain't got the energy for that. Like, that person is not paying my bills. They ain't paying my car note. They ain't doing any of that. So I do not got the energy to hate on them like that. All this stuff, if you see me get into back and forth with folks on Twitter or YouTube comments, that's just internet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, StormSync, for example. You guys might remember StormSync, right? I made a video on StormSync like 10 years ago where I just laid some facts out like, yo, StormSync, I don't like the way you're treating your fans and blah, blah, blah. And that was that. But people assumed that I hated StormSync because of that. I was like, no, I was just pointing something out. You're allowed to point things out about people without hating them. And StormSync and I are still really cool people. Like, I talk to this dude every couple days. We're friends on Facebook. We met up at Star Wars Celebration. Like, I'm helping him. He's asking me questions about, you know, getting his YouTube channel up there in terms of networking and all that. Like, if someone's trying to better themselves, I'm not going to let some like petty stuff from years ago where StormSync and I we didn't even have beef. We didn't. I just made a video on him. I didn't shit on him. I didn't say he's a piece of shit. But people assume that, oh, you make a video on someone, you hate them. No, like, dude, like, if we literally, what about James Hansen? Oh, so yeah, with James Hansen, I mean, I'm not going to get into this, but it's public knowledge. James Hansen just stopped talking to our entire group of friends. He just stopped talking to us for whatever reason. Like, I've heard some people tell me stuff that James has said about me because he didn't like that I was bashing Bleach a lot. And I'm just like, dude, if you don't like that I bash Bleach, grow some fucking balls. Dude, it's a fucking cartoon. It's a damn comic. If I'm joking about it and I'm taking the piss about it, there are series that I like. You can do exactly the same that I'm not going to sit here and be like, he made fun of my favorite show and all that, you know? Like, for me, it's literally just comics and cartoons. Like, I do that all the time with my friends. Like, Gabe here, for example. I hated Rise of Skywalker. I think it's a piece of shit movie. And Gabe and I, we go back and forth about it. You know what? Gabe is one of my closest motherfucking friends, and we joke about that stuff. So for me, it's like, if you unfriend somebody over, like, console war stuff or disagreements about series, like, bro, you never were really cool with them. Because look at it like this. James Hansen stopped talking to our entire friend group. Our entire friend group is still the same, and we're still hanging out. We still talk to people, and we're going on 10 years. So what you got to realize about this internet shit, y'all, is people who have like falling outs and shit like that, you just let them do their thing. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I've been on YouTube for 12 years now, and I don't really have to defend myself about certain things like a lot of people do. Like all this internet drama stuff. And it's just like, is it like, okay, Johnny, for example. Johnny is a big fanboy of the Spider-Man Raimi trilogy. I don't like the Spider-Man Raimi movies. I really don't. But does that mean I'm going to stop hanging out with Johnny and taking the piss out of him over some things you say? No, because Johnny is one of my fucking friends. Like, why are y'all, like, unfriending people over this shit? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Am I going crazy here? Listen, yo,
if you are roasting your friends on a daily basis, yo, okay, have any of y'all been in a situation where you know somebody and they unfriended somebody because they were roasting them? I'm not talking about something really serious like, yo, you shouldn't be joking about that shit. I'm talking about just like some dumbass stuff like Dark Cloud here, for example, saying, yo, Neo, you gotta comb this fucking beard. What the hell is this? Dark Cloud will roast me on stuff. I'll roast Dark Cloud. That's what friends fucking do. Like, y'all would never, like, y'all don't have any friends in the real if you think that that's bullying. Like, I'm sorry, but y'all would not survive out here. Like, oh my God. Like, yo. I don't get it. I know I'm getting kind of heated right now, but I don't fucking get it. Like, is it me or is just like everyone's so soft these days? Cause yo, all that roasting stuff I've gotten, like, it's toughened me up and I have fun and it's gotten me to get my roast game up. You know, it's just, that's just what we do, you know? Like, I'll go to the bar with one of my boys. We just start roasting each other on some random shit. We be talking to the bartender. It's, yo, man. I don't know what y'all do with your friends. Is everything compliments all the time? Yo. I don't know, man. That's just me. Oh, we have a $10 super chat from Grant. What does the Xbox need to become the best gen in Xbox history and be equal to the PS5? What if their 15 studios drop 15 to 20 medium or large AA exclusives from 2020 to 2025? That's a lot of games. Honestly, bro, like I said, I'm happy that Microsoft is invested in studios, but let's keep it 100 around here. Microsoft went out there and bought studios who have made some good games, but is a bigger budget really going to elevate them to that status? Like, Microsoft, they need to let these studios cultivate their experiences. I'm going to make a whole separate video on this, but just because they bought the studios, that doesn't mean that they're going to get the games people want. AAA means just one thing. You spent a lot of money on it. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is cultivate the studio, let them experiment and have fun, which is why I'm kind of glad that they're letting their developers do like these AA experiments. They haven't been really that great, like Bleeding Edge. No. But I'm glad that they're experimenting with those things, because developers being able to experiment, they can find out what works and what doesn't. And if Microsoft supports them, and like, listen, for example, right. Check this out. Quantum Break might not have been the best game in the world, but if Microsoft would have let Remedy continue on with the series, if they let Remedy cultivate that franchise and they gave us like a Quantum Break 2 and it was on the level of Uncharted 2, same thing with Rise. Everyone keeps saying like, yo, Rise is this underrated game, blah, blah, blah. What if Microsoft let them cultivate a sequel and they're just like, you know what, we'll get this done and blah, blah, blah. It could happen. That's what everybody wants. Like, they don't really need to come out here and not do such and such. We can sit here and say, yo, the future's looking bright. I want to believe in that. But at the same time, I want to see it. At the end of the day, you got to show me it. I can't sit here and speculate on what could be. You know what I'm saying? What did Dark Cloud just say? Hold up, aren't you like 19? What bar are you going to? High school cafeterias are not bars. Also, apple juice is not whiskey. Dark Cloud, if you don't get your old, don't you have some kids you gotta freaking change their poop-filled diapers? This man Dark Cloud, by the time he was 18, he had like 6 kids, guys. Yo, this man Dark Cloud right here, oh my God. He had like 6 kids and he talking about, well, if you think I'm 19, I actually do appreciate that. Thank you, Dark Cloud. I'm gonna hold on to this because black don't crack. Do I think Halo is dead since it left Bungie? If I'm gonna be honest, the Halo games since Bungie left have not been the best. Like I've heard good things about the multiplayer in Halo 5, but as a whole, it's been a disaster. Like I said, I'm always optimistic. So if Halo Infinite comes out and it's that Halo game we've been waiting for, amazing. But it doesn't compete to Bungie, man. This man, Dark Cloud, said, I only have 6 kids. Did you get an external SSD for your Xbox One X? It's a nice upgrade. No, I didn't, because I wanted to buy the one that everyone talks about, but it was just a little pricey for me. So I was thinking about rolling with just the space I have in my console, because my Xbox One X is already fast as is. It's a very fast machine. So I don't really know if I want to just go out there and buy the extra space for the SSD. Yo, you gotta be able to roast your friends on some dumb shit, you know? Pull out game week. I'm gonna let Dark Cloud explain to y'all about that. Would you be willing to collab on Xbox? Just saw a video of yours. It depends on the collabs. I'm always down for it, but it's got to be like kind of like mutually beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just go and do like any podcast for the sake of. I usually like to see what the person has done, and if I see some like promise, like oh this is cool, I'll do it. So it depends on like what the video would be. You get what I'm saying? Because I've gotten some offers to be on like Xbox podcasts and everything, and I don't know what I'd really bring because I'm just like, yeah, the Xbox is great. That's it, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. Dark Cloud says, I have been with my wife since 2003. 6, so 6 is fine when you're the bareback monster. I'm dead. This man Dark Cloud just made the beast with 2 backs. Oh, snap. This man Dark Cloud. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you, man. Dude, guys, this is just so weird because we're going on 3 hours and we have over 200 people watching. Are y'all just like leaving this on in the background? You just doing whatever? Because this is so weird. I'm not used to this. Because usually when you go longer in the streams, you lose viewers, but we just keep gaining viewers. That's just so that's fucking cool, man. Like, is this genuinely entertaining for y'all, or are you just watching because it's like, I don't know. Do you think Persona 6 will be on both the PS4 or PS5? I'd be very surprised if it was exclusive to the PS5. Because, you know, Japan's going to support the consoles for a few years, as they always do. So, I would be surprised if it's straight up exclusive. That'd be very weird. PS5 is the only white console I've ever seen. All of them are black. I hope there will be a black one because white doesn't work with my red, black, and blue color scheme. That's a nice color scheme. Yeah, honestly, the PS5 being two-toned is kind of strange. I'm kind of worried because I think it might get scuffed up very easily. Like, I don't have any white consoles here. You know, my PlayStation is red, my Xbox is black, and my Switch has got the neon Joy-Cons. So I like having like a black and red aesthetic. I think that's very cool. And if it's not black and red, it's like black and blue. So the PS4, if they come out with the custom designs, I think I'd go for like a black and red. But the white it's okay. It's just going to be very off-putting because everything in my setup is straight up black. I'm black and I'm proud. This man said the bareback monster. I can't. I was playing Uncharted 4 while listening, but I got captivated by these topics, so now I'm watching. Yeah, we just be talking about random shit on here, y'all. I guess he didn't have a Wii. I think that's what he was referring to when he says your Wii's not white. Or maybe he had the black Wii. Maybe he waited to buy it when it was black. Shout out to the blacks. Shout out to the black people. If you watching this stream and you black, comment down below. I'm going to get to Halo 5. I'm going to play Halo 5 before Halo Infinite comes out. Yeah, the custom designs for these new consoles is going to be dope. I can't wait. How does Dr. Umar feel about the white PS5? I think it might be a problem for him. I think it might be a problem for Dr. Umar. I'm playing and drinking. You so mature. I got some alcohol here. One of these days, we got to do a drunk stream. Damn, his Trump check must have been nice. Playing consoles to multitask. I love this. So cool to talk with you and everyone. Yeah, like I said, we got a good community here, people. We ain't one of those, like, we don't shame people if they haven't played this game or watched this series or whatever. We don't do that. Listen, we all some grown-ass adults here. And even if you, like, 19 or something, you being in the stream and you acting like I've seen y'all act good, that's what it's all about, man. Oh, this man just went out to get gas. Yo, I just drove my car for the first time in, like, it's been a good week. It's been a good 2 weeks, man. Because I haven't had anywhere to go. But I wanted to drive my car just to keep it going, you know? Because you want to drive your car every couple of days just to make sure everything's good. But it was like 2 weeks. And I didn't drive my car. And I drove it the first time. I love my baby, man. My Honda Accord. My boy, Devil Trigger. That's his name. Yeah. Dark Cloud might have another child. Who knows? Favorite film of all time? Well, my all-time favorite movie is The Lion King. I love it so much. Hey, Civilization is a great game, man. I played Civilization 5 for not a long time, but I played it for a good chunk, and it was great, man. I have the newest one because I think they gave it away on the Epic Games Store. I don't know if it's the newest one, but I might get back into that. Yo, I haven't had anywhere to go. Like, I go to the grocery store maybe, but I've bought enough groceries so I'm good. And I just drove it today to get to the grocery store, and I was like, okay, this is the outside world. Oh, and there's a lot more people. There's a lot more people outside. It's just crazy. That's why your beard looks so scruffy. Dark Cloud, first off, I've got nothing but compliments from people when I go out because they're like, yo, I haven't seen you with facial hair like this. I like it. So jot that down, Dark Cloud. Anything is possible if you grow your beard out. What year is your Accord? I have a 2016 Honda Accord. I got that bad boy last year, basically brand new. It was a lease, and the person did like the minimum amount of miles. And it was straight up, they gave it back to dealership, and it was a really good price, and I bought it. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to get this. And I'm going to start tricking it out in the next few months, start upgrading stuff. I'm going to get ridiculous with my car and put like all this crazy shit out. My first project is upgrading the speakers in the car because I want to get some really nice ones because I'm that type of person that be blasting anime music like crazy when I'm driving up the block. So I want to get myself some new speakers, and just some other stuff too. Got to get some nice rims as well. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the blacks. Yep. Lion King is my favorite movie, y'all. What year is it? What are the chances of a Persona 4 golden port to the consoles? If Atlas is smart and they like money, very high. I mean, if they don't port it within the next year, I'd be very surprised. Did you give up on Kingdom Hearts or expecting to be disappointed for Kingdom Hearts 4? Well, I'm not going to be excited about Kingdom Hearts games anymore until they start getting this writing together. Because the writing in Kingdom Hearts 3 is just the worst of the worst. So I'll just wait and see as far as that stuff happens, you know? Oh, we have a $5 super chat from the homie Jarrell. Your streams are chill and relaxing. I just tuned in after work, and yeah, I'm black. Yo, shout out to you, man. Shout out, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try to be chill. You know, okay, there's a bunch of y'all watching right now. I'm going to go off on a little bit of a rant again if I haven't done that as much. But am I the only one who's kind of like tired of all these YouTubers who are just like loud and sensational for no reason? A few weeks back, I was looking up footage of Forza Horizon 4. Because I wanted to just see what it was like before I downloaded it on Game Pass. And I saw this dude who was just like so over the top and crazy and just like wow over everything. And I don't think he was an Xbox gamer. I think he was just someone playing it. This dude was going crazy over the smallest stuff. And I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's getting millions of views doing this stuff. So I'm thinking like, yo, maybe people like him. So is it just me as like an old man person? Because I see those type of videos and I'm like, are these what people like to watch these days? It was literally just him like yelling like, oh my God, I'm driving the car, blah. Like, I was looking at that like, what the fuck? Because I feel like I could take him, crop him out, put him on any other video game and he would be the same. I see those and I'm just like, dude, whatever happens to people just coming on camera, talking, every now and then you make a funny joke and just that's what it is. But I see all these like people getting millions of views. And I ain't trying to make it like a jealousy thing. I don't even care. But I see all these dudes just very low effort sort of stuff. Like lowest common denominator type of thing. But, you know, I see that. I'm like, dude, it's got to be kids watching, like 12-year-olds maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, we have a $5 super chat from the homie Jordy Universe. Had to donate because of Lion King, my favorite film as well. Yeah, man, Lion King is great. I got to go buy that 4K because I saw the 4K on Disney Plus and it looked pretty good. Have you seen Steins Gate? Yes. Steins Gate is one of my all-time favorite animes. I actually got it right here. Steins Gate, the complete series. Check out this bad boy, man. This shit is thick. It's got how many discs? Oh, it's DVD and Blu-ray combo pack. That's why it's thick. So you have the anime on 3 DVDs, 4 DVDs actually, and then you have it on 1, 2, 3, 4 Blu-rays too. So this is 8 discs. But yeah, Steins Gate, if y'all have not watched it, I definitely recommend it. Highly, highly recommend checking it out. Very good show. Second season was okay. It wasn't as good, but... Are you still playing Xbox? Yes, not now because I'm streaming, but yes, I'm still playing Xbox. I was playing GTA 5 last night. This man said upgrading his rims. Yeah, I want to get some nice rims. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, Grabe? Oh, y'all are talking about Obi-Wan? Oh, wow. Yeah, Obi-Wan, he was that dude who I saw, like, he was the textbook definition of a Nintendo YouTuber who literally had his mouth open in every thumbnail. Like, literally, the title could read Nintendo shareholders meeting results, and he'd just be like crazy shit like that. I'm like, bro, it's not that exciting. And mind you, this is before the Switch came out too. So they just, man, you know. Hey, what's up, Neo? Hope all is well and you're staying safe. Thank you, good sir, or ma'am, or whatever you choose to identify as. I'm doing swell. We're going on 3 hours of this amazing live stream with people. I bought Steins Gate for $1, but I haven't watched it yet. Oof, damn it, Johnny. You gotta fix that, bro. You gotta fix that. You can't be out here doing Spider-Man 3 apology essay videos and not watching Steins Gate. Boy, what's wrong with you? Boy, what's wrong with you? I'm not lying. Oh yeah, you aren't lying. Yeah, that's right. I'm not, bro. I'm telling you, man. He be sitting there with his mouth wide open on some dumb crap. It could be like Nintendo releases new wallpapers for your phone, and he'd be over there with his mouth wide open. Listen, I don't hate anybody. I ain't trying to rant for the sake of, but I just calls it like I sees it. That right there is not hating on another black man. It is not like that at all. I'm just calling shit out. And it's not just him. It's not just Obi-Wan. It was a lot of other people. A lot of people now, they just be doing these like stupid faces to like anything. Like when I make a face, I'm just like, I smile, I frown, I'll be like, you know, like that. Simple shit. But when I see these motherfuckers be like, you know, like what? I didn't want you to make that video. I wanted you to make a video apologizing. I'm not going to do the face. I already did the face, Dark Cloud. Neo is trying to start a race war. Oh, hell no. Do you prefer anime in dubs or subs? Honestly, it depends on the series. Like, there's just some anime where I think, like, a dub translation, unless it's written very, very well, it doesn't come close. But as a whole, I don't care. If I start an anime dubbed, I'll finish it dubbed. If I start it subbed, I'll finish it subbed, and I might watch it both. You know, like My Hero Academia, I watch subbed, and then I watch it dubbed. So for me, I'm not one of these people, again, who complain like, oh, dubs are terrible, subs are great. I was like, no, don't even. Y'all weren't even back around during the fan sub VHS days. Yeah, you talking about subs are better than dubs. Man, get the fuck out of here. I took 5 years, so I had to make it special. You feel me? Yeah, all 30 minutes of it. Have you ever seen Psycho Pass? Yes, I have. I actually bought the Psycho Pass game on PS4 too. Sup, boy? Coming from Malaysia here. Hey, that's what's up. Shout out to Malaysia, man. Shout out to all of y'all around the world. Have you ever played Xenosaga 1, 2, and 3, and should they remake or remaster them? I played Xenosaga 1 and 2. Didn't go through 3. Or I think I might have... Did I rent 3? I don't know. But I'd be down for remasters of them. I'm down for them to remaster any type of game. I know people hate like all the ports and remasters. I always ask them, why? Why do you hate that stuff? That's good. Because that means, first off, you're preserving the longevity of the game. And you're introducing the game to a potentially new audience. Like, look at all the people who've never played Persona 4 Golden who just bought it on Steam. That's just not the people who've played it. It's a ton of people who see everyone talking about Persona 4 Golden, but they don't want to go out there and buy a Vita for like $200, $300 or however much it is right now. You know? Like, that's good for gaming. Provided the ports are good and they're not like Silent Hill HD or, oh, that new Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles remaster. Oh, that shit ain't looking good. That shit is a remaster in name only. Yeah, there's a Psycho Pass game. Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness. I believe that's what it's called. Yes. Oh my god. Episode 9 of Steins Gate. Jesus Christ. I loved Steins Gate. I might go back and rewatch that shit, man. Oh, snap. We have a $5 super chat from Jarrell28. You represent old school YouTube, Neo. Too many guys on here who are way over 30 who bust one over every single trailer. Major cringe, man. Yeah, if I'm being honest with y'all, that's kind of why I don't do a lot of reaction videos. I mean, whenever there's a conference, I might stream it, but rarely. Very rarely. So, like, I'm thinking the amount of reactions I've done, it's less than 10. You know what I'm saying? Less than 10. And I was doing reactions before they were cool. I did a reaction for the DBZ Connect trailer like almost 10 years ago. You know, and that was before everyone's like, oh, we gotta do reaction to this and that. It was literally just me watching the footage and you heard it in the background, recorded off my camera, and I was just like, what the fuck is this game? So, but nowadays everyone, they have like this template that they feel like they need to follow. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be genuine because you can't sell a genuine soul. Well, evidently you can, because shout out to the 196 people who've been watching. I feel like some of y'all haven't even left this stream. This is fucking dope. But yeah, I appreciate that, Jarrell. Thank you for the comment, bro. I remember the funniest... Okay, this is literally when I said, yo, we have to cancel all reaction videos. When I saw the reactions for Devil May Cry 5, and you have people coming in there saying stuff like, I'm a big Devil May Cry fan. I've played all the games, right? And they look at Nero... They hear his voice. They hear him rev up. And they're just like, yo, Dante be looking different in this game. Or, oh, is that Virgil? Bro, I seen these reactions. I'm just like, you ain't no Devil May Cry fan. Like, get out of here. Like, listen. Okay, I'll understand if you think at first. Because it was Nero with really short hair. And it was a realistic art style. Okay, if you thought it was maybe... If you thought it was DMC2... I would have more respect for you, because that's what I thought at first, because I saw him in the car and I was just like, oh, this might be DMC2, you know, because he had just short hair. But then when they flashed Devil May Cry and you saw the 5 there and then Neo revved it up, I was like, oh, it's Devil May Cry 5, let's fucking go. But you had these people who were legit watching it. They heard Johnny Young Bosch's voice and they're just like, yo, Dante be looking different, but I think I can fucks with it. And then when Dante comes in on the motorcycle, they're like, who's that? And then they hear, it took them until they heard Dante say, woohoo! I was like, what the? I was done. I was so done, guys. I had to shut down YouTube for that. Oh yeah, I think that was my first reaction video, Johnny. You're right. See, Johnny be knowing more about what I did on YouTube than I did. Yeah, that man, he was, and then he did a video, like a music video about like jacking off to his friends' Facebook pictures. I was like, what? I want to try Persona 4 Golden, but I'm not sure my PC can handle it. Well, it's got pretty good recommendations, because remember, it's a PS2 game that was ported to the Vita, so it's very, very low. It depends. How old is your PC? How much did you pay for it? What are the specs? Because I think it can run it. I'd be very surprised if it didn't, you know? Yo, they straight up thought that Nero was Dante or Virgil with a different hairstyle. After they saw his weapon, after they heard his voice, I was like, oh, hell no. Yeah, Devil May Cry 5 is great. Do I like horror games? I go back and forth on them, but I am not afraid to admit that I am a little bitch at times. Outlast had a couple moments where I was legit scared. Even something like Resident Evil 2 Remake, I legit get some type of spooks every now and then. So I play them, but not like I'm in a rush to play them, you know what I'm saying?
Like if it's trippy, that can get to me. So what's your opinion on Remind? Well, we're going to be playing it tomorrow night, Nicholas. New sub, I enjoy your content. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, I just got a message from Mohammed. Oh, shout out to Muhammad. I can't tell y'all what he sent, but shout out to Muhammad. Oh, and then Cody just followed me on Instagram. Oh, you made a new Instagram? I think I used to follow your old one. Might be a new one. Either way, follow back. There we go. How are you liking Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition? I'm enjoying it, but I've only put in a few hours in the game because I've just been working on other stuff, YouTube videos, in addition to everything happening. But it's good. It's just kind of hard to play it on the TV because, you know, that game runs at like 720p if you're lucky. So it does not look pretty. So you really got to play it in handheld mode or play it on a smaller TV with less resolution. How was your day? My day was actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I woke up. I worked out a bit. I just pinched my nipple for a second. And then I just came on here, man. The return of Ruben Langdon. Yes. Love him. Dead Rising on the RE engine. We don't need Dead Rising on the RE engine. What we need is Dino Crisis on the RE engine. That's what the world really needs. What's your opinion on the Samurai Jack game trailer? It looks okay. I mean, I know how these licensed games go, so I'm just going to wait for it to come out before I hype it, you know? I'm too scared to play Resident Evil 0 and 1. Almost done with Leon on Resident Evil 2. I need an actual buddy for Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 7 is first person. What console do you have Resident Evil 5 on? Let me know, because I'm always down to replay Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 7 I do need to go through. I'm about to buy it on Steam. Oh, it's a new one? Okay, because I was wondering where you went, Cody, because we haven't spoken in a few years, bro. It's been a minute. Christopher Lloyd should have been Xehanort from the jump in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yo, that's what I've been saying. He's got like that voice that's very similar to Leonard Nimoy in a lot of respects. Not the same, but very similar. Yet they went with Rutger Hauer, I believe that's his name. I'm not saying he's bad. He's just a different type of Xehanort. So it was just so weird hearing him. Parasite Eve, man, that's a classic right there. Got Resident Evil 5. I own Resident Evil 5 on almost every platform, guys. I'm such a whore for that game for no reason. Like, I got it on the 360, the PS3, the PC, the PS4, the Xbox One. Never full price. Never full price for any of those versions, but I always got them when they were on sale for like $5, $10. You know, and I love it. Why can't I super chat? I don't have a good reason why. That's weird. Maybe YouTube is messy. Not sure. Go all the way and play Resident Evil 7 in VR. I would have to buy a VR unit for that. And I don't need to be spending any more money. Gotta go. Good night. The stream was very, very good. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Leandro. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming to the stream, bro. You have yourself a good one. Take care. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 Remake is great. From what I played, I do need to finish my stream, but I'm kind of holding it off. Because that Mr. X, man. I'm kind of excited for Scarlet Nexus. It looks pretty clean. Yeah, it does look good. Yeah, they did some weird shit with Master Xehanort. They tried to... We ain't gonna talk about that Kingdom Hearts story, bro. We all gonna get mad. I do still enjoy Rutger Hauer's performance, like when he and the organization gathered together to confront the Guardians. Yeah, he's a good actor, but for me it was just so off-putting because I was used to Leonard Nimoy. Resident Evil is my game. I'm about to buy it on Steam. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, the Resident Evil games are great. Well, most of them. That aren't Operation Raccoon City. Jesus Christ. Didn't they do another one? Resident Evil Umbrella Corps or some shit like that? Oh, God. Do you ever stream on Twitch? I do stream on Twitch at least once a week. I have my Twitch down below in the video description. But for YouTube, I keep for Q&As, engagement, things like that. Yeah, VR is cool, but to me, it comes down to like the games. And there aren't really a lot of games in VR to justify my couple $100 purchase of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got it for really cheap, sure. But to me, it's like, what would I play? I'll play like maybe the Half-Life game, maybe a couple other games. It's just, Oh, we got a $5 super chat. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get. Finish it. Any opinions on The Last of Us 2 hate? I think the hate for The Last of Us 2 is a little overblown. That's one thing that, listen, okay, so a few years back, there was this pushback against the SJW narrative, right? And for good reason. There was a lot of messed up shit that was happening in the community and them doing all this wild stuff. But anytime anyone sees something regarding SJWs being involved in what, they start going crazy. And that's kind of where this group of people have been coming. And they saw the leaks and they just say, oh, the game is going to be trashed because of such and such. Meanwhile, that was only a small sliver of the story of the game. They don't know the full context. And mind you, it's not just the story. It's everything surrounding it. It's like the whole game. And mind you, like I said, I saw the leaks. I didn't like what I saw, but I don't know the full context, so I'm going to wait to see what it is. And then at that point, once I see the whole story from beginning to end to see what they were going for, that's when I can make the decision on whether or not, okay, this is trash, this is terrible, or it's actually decent. We don't know. So that's why I was always quiet about it, because I just didn't care much. You know what I'm saying? But then you have all these people who are just like, yeah, the game is going to flop. It's going to be terrible. People are going to hate it. And then it comes out, it gets a 96 on Metacritic. Oh, well, you see, the critics, they're bought off. They were bought off. They were paid off, blah, blah, blah. It's like they keep changing the narrative. And it's just like, dude, come on. Just admit that you're salty because it's about your agenda against Sony and all this nonsense. Listen, anybody who has a legit grievance about the story like I do, like, they'll leave it at that. We'll wait for the full thing to come out. But when I see all these people coming out there and saying like deaf to Naughty Dog, deaf to Sony, blah, 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 Anita Sarkeesian, I'm like, dude, just stop it. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look ridiculous. You're just as bad as the SJWs that you hate so much. You know, because they're just going there on every Naughty Dog post harassing people and putting out spoilers and leaks. And I'm just like, yo, y'all are some fucking clowns. Now, mind you, Sony did do some messed up stuff. Like they were copyright claiming people's videos who were just talking about the situation. That's fucked up and they shouldn't have done it. But other than that, like, why are y'all so angry? You know what I'm saying? Y'all haven't played the game. Y'all haven't done anything. Oh, shout out to J-Main. He just subbed. Any of that stuff. So I don't really care. Like, we can have discussions and dialogue about Naughty Dog's culture in terms of crunch and all that stuff. Yeah. But when you come out here and you're just spoiling and leaking stuff about the game to anyone, like, because there are people who are just still genuinely interested in the game and they follow these developers and they see all these freaking bots coming in there and trolling and sending all these out of context spoilers. It's like, dude, get a fucking life. Like, is that literally all you have? There's nothing better for you to do? Like, I know we're in this lockdown pandemic, but come on. Like, there were games where I knew the spoilers of them, like Halo 5. I knew the spoilers of Halo 5 before it came out. I knew the spoilers for Star Wars before it came out. I knew the spoilers for a lot of things before they came out. I didn't rush out there to tell people, like, yo, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, who the fuck? Like, come on. Like, how old are y'all? First off, you're way too old to be doing shit like that. And you're literally just as bad as the SJW crowd. That's why people are just like, I can't associate with either side because they're both fucking nuts. So for me, it's like, if I'm interested in the game, I'll go out and play it and for my own experience. Like with Final Fantasy 15, I could have waited for someone to put up the whole story online and then I could complain about it. But I know the story is just one aspect to it. There's a whole game. It's a whole game.
And I experienced it for myself. And yeah, Final Fantasy 15 was a disaster. But I at least played it. I'm not going to sit here and act like, like I hate when people do that shit. I really do, I'm not saying you have to go out there and buy it for $60. But if you're really not interested in the game, don't buy it. Do not talk about it. That's it. But people they got all the energy in the world to complain about it. You know what I'm saying? Are you excited for Cyberpunk? Yes, I am. And Cyberpunk is actually it's like the same thing with The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima. There are some games where I don't look up any gameplay for it whatsoever. Unless it's a trailer that's plastered in my face during a conference, I've barely looked up any footage of Cyberpunk. I've seen maybe what they showed off at the Xbox E3, but other than that, I want to be surprised by everything I see in the game. Dude, Asbel, exactly. Everyone was saying that Persona 5's new story content is terrible and blah, 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 blah. And then we're playing the game and it's fucking amazing. Like, so you literally cannot... Because remember, some people out there, some are genuine with their grievances and others just have a fucking agenda. That's literally what it comes down to. And the genuine ones aren't going to come on every single post and spoil shit. You know? Cue the clip of Michael Jordan saying, "Stop it, get some help." Yeah, fanboys in general are just a disease on gaming. Not even just gaming, anywhere. It's annoying to hear people complaining about developers having a crunch. I don't necessarily say it's annoying to hear people complaining because I get it. Because being overworked in any profession is a real problem. And the fact that we can highlight it in this sphere, that's actually a good thing. But I'll say this much. There's a lot of people who are complaining about the crunch of these games who are still going out there and buying the games. If you're against game development crunch, why are you still going out there and buying the game? Because that's just contributing to their sales and it's literally telling them everything that they did was okay. Like, you got to be more specific. You can bring awareness to something, yes. But if you're making this crazy crusade, I'm against video game crunch, almost every single video game has crunch. So you don't play video games then. You don't play video games then. I'm not saying that you're a hypocrite, but I'm just saying it's good to highlight it, but don't act like it's on this noble crusade of like, yeah, we don't overwork our developers. Every developer goes through crunch at some point. Even if it's minor crunch, somebody working an extra 10 hours a week could be considered crunch. Overtime in general could be considered crunch. So, I don't know, man. I feel like people... I'm not saying you shouldn't complain about that. I'm not. Raise awareness. That's great. But the way people are going about it is just really funny. It's just really funny. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there we go, James. People hate crunch, but people hate when games get delayed too or take too long to come out. Yeah, no one... Literally, gamers are some of the most fickle people out there. You complain about delays. You don't want people to crunch. So they delay the game so they don't have to crunch, and then you're complaining about the game getting delayed. Like, that's why I stopped worrying about delays. I might make a joke about something, but other than that, I'm just like, we'll play the game when it comes out. WB Games might be getting canceled because they're thinking about selling it. So what are your thoughts? That, honestly, I don't know what to feel, because AT&T, it's an ongoing joke that AT&T is like, yo, WB Montreal, you better show that game or we're selling the whole company. I'm kind of nervous in a sense because I don't want EA or Activision to buy the company because you know how that goes. But it's also kind of scary. Like, yo, you're selling off all those studios like WB Montreal, NetherRealm Studios, and all that. It's wow. It'd be wild if like THQ Nordic might be the one to buy them. That would be so funny if THQ Nordic buys them. That'd be crazy. Have you ever watched the Assassination Classroom? I've seen season 1. It's a good show. Yeah, the whole thing about crunch is just like, okay, so if you don't want crunch, you don't want anybody in any industry ever working overtime. Not even 1 hour. Like, people, you know. What do you think is going to happen with The World Ends With You at Anime Expo? Hopefully a new game. I really hope a new game.
Hope it's a quality game. That's all I can say. Crunch itself isn't terrible when 70% of the employees are leaving the company because they haven't been paid in 3 months' time and have to sleep in the office. It isn't okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not against people talking about crunch. I'm not. I feel that we should highlight that to create, first off, better management, because crunch more often than not comes down to issues with management. But those same people who are saying, yeah, we should talk about this and it's terrible they're doing this, they be buying game. They still be buying those big games. They be buying the Rockstar games. They be buying every other game where people have crunched before. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like people like to feel so righteous and noble and sit on this pedestal and dictate everything to the world, yet they contribute to it. Ooh, $5 super chat from Jordy. I appreciate you talking about games. I have learned a lot in these past couple weeks alone. Thanks to all your knowledge. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I mean, I don't make it to be like I'm here to educate folks, because I'm not. That's not what I do. I just speak my mind on stuff, and a lot of people enjoy it. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. As I've gotten older, I've been less infatuated with shonens. Yeah, that's honestly what it is. I mean, I still like shonen series if they're well written, but my tastes as I've gotten older have gravitated towards more seinens and a lot of slice of life. Definitely a lot of slice of lives and a lot of suspenseful thrillers, those type of things. Because there's only so much spiky-haired, oddly colored young boy protagonists who want to be the best that there's only so much you can deal with before you get bored. I'm just being honest. They're good if you have them in a rotation, but I can't watch a ton of shonens back to back to back to back. I can't do that. I what Rocksteady is working on and what WB Montreal is working on. Yeah, I really enjoy how you speak to us, and you got a sub, buddy. Oh, thank you for that, Kevin. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What are your overall thoughts on Nomura as a director, character designer, etc.? So he's referring to, or he or she, whatever, is referring to Tetsuya Nomura. Overall, as a director, I akin Tetsuya Nomura to George Lucas. Nomura has a lot of interesting designs, and he's got a really great vision, but he needs to work with people to rein in that vision. Like, when he started Final Fantasy Versus 13, and then when he's working on 15 with Tabata, there's just so much about this story that is legitimately epic and amazing. But you need somebody to rein all that stuff in and keep you on track. Like, you need a co-director. You need maybe a great team of writers to help you channel that. Because when Nomura is left to his own devices, we get some ridiculous ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kingdom Hearts 2 was a better written game than Kingdom Hearts 3, because Kingdom Hearts 2, he had a co-writer on that, I believe. Y'all can correct me in the comment section. And as a whole, Nomura really hasn't directed a lot of games. You know, he's been a character designer who just kind of stumbled into the role of a director, because Square Enix is like, they have very few people who they can rely on, so they want those people to be the pillars of the company. And it's just like, oh, Tetsuya Nomura worked on Final Fantasy VII as a character designer. Well, let's give him his own game series, and he can do it that way. You know? So I think he's got a lot of interesting stuff, but he just needs people to work with, like George Lucas. George Lucas, say what you want about the prequels, they might not all be great movies, but the lore, and just the world building, oh god, so good. It's something that the sequel trilogy lacked, because the sequel trilogy arguably had better writers and things like that, but it added nothing to the Star Wars lore, nothing of value anyway. Whereas the prequels is just like, wow. You know? And because we had the prequels, it gave us Clone Wars. So that's the way I look at it. I don't hate Nomura like a lot of people. Ooh, we have a $10 Canadian super chat from Slicer. I was watching your anime video game collection the other night and noticed you said you wanted a Shaman King reboot. So I gotta ask, how hyped are you that they announced a new one? I am extremely hyped. I really am. Because it literally came out of nowhere, you know? Like, no one was thinking about, like, yo, we gonna wake up and we gonna have a Shaman King reboot announcement. It's like, what? It's great, man. I can't wait. $5 super chat from Libidine Lust. Don't read aloud. I am going to read aloud. Let me see. Here we go. Don't read aloud. I ate a big piece of cake today in one bite, choked on it and coughed. It went all up in my sinuses and I blew cake out of my nose. Honestly, I've been there. I've done that. We've all done that, man. We've all been eating something and just goes down the wrong pipe and ends up the wrong nose or the wrong, yeah. He did it. He did. It was Kazuhige Nojima. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so he had a co-writer. That's what you need. That's what you need. Because Nomura, he just starts getting so weird. Like Dream Drop Distance and Kingdom Hearts 3, the writing in those games were just atrocious. Now, I didn't notice at the time when I first played it because I was just like, oh my God, you know? But then when I sat down and I was like, what? We got Jar Jar, yo. Yeah, man, everyone points to Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks, people be saying that's the reason why the prequels suck. No, the prequels suck for a lot of reasons, but Jar Jar is low on the list. Yeah, Square Enix did lose a lot of their talent. Like all the people who gave us like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI and all those type of great games, they're not there anymore. Are you planning on picking up a PS5 day one? Depends on the launch, really. I want one, but I need at least like 4 games. Would you like another Mario Galaxy or another Mario Odyssey? I would want another Mario Galaxy. I really did enjoy Mario Galaxy. Odyssey was cool, but Galaxy is just... Galaxy was like that Mario game that was mind-blowing for me. And the music in Galaxy, oh God, so good. Yeah, we need... I really do hope that Nintendo remaster collection of the Mario games is true, because I want to go back and play Galaxy. Such a good game, man. And the sequel was really good, too. Oh, man. But, oof, I'm looking at the clock, guys. We are coming up on midnight. We literally just hit midnight over here in the East Coast, man. We've been going for almost 3.5 hours that I've been in this chair, and I have not got up to stretch. I mean, I got up once to get a lanyard, but oh God, I'm feeling the fatigue now, guys. I'm gonna end it off here, you know, at the end of this 3-hour Monday stream, this 3-hour Q&A. Woof, I need to get myself some food because I am hungry, so I'm gonna go cook myself something because everything is closed right now. I was gonna get some Taco Bell tonight because I was craving some Taco Bell, like a quesarito and some Baja Blast, maybe a Crunchwrap Supreme, but I'm gonna be good today. I'm gonna be good. Tomorrow we're gonna be streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. As you can tell, my voice is starting to go. We're going to be streaming Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind on my Twitch channel, which is down below in the video description. So if you guys want to give me a follow, definitely do that. I'm on my way to working up towards a Twitch affiliate. I think I have all the requirements except streaming on like 8 different days or something. So I'll be getting up to that at some point. But yeah, if you want to just give me a follow, we're going to be streaming a lot of Twitch games. Also, check out the Discord community down below, the Phantom Weirdos. That's our community. Like I said, if you loved the interactions you had with people here in the chat, you get everything in that and more on the Discord channel. If you need friends to play video games with, like co-op titles, you know, we have a section just for that. Talk about anime, manga, talk about everything. You know, that's what the Discord community is for, because we're literally a family. You know, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Like there's too much negativity going around in the world and too much fake nonsense that we ain't got time for that. So we're just a bunch of cool people talking about cool shit. And if that sounds right up your alley or right down your alley, then definitely join us there. So yeah, other than that, I think that's all I really have to pimp out. I don't really pimp out too much stuff, but thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. Like, we were averaging 200 viewers, and right now we're averaging like 180 viewers. Like, that's just insane. You know, for some of y'all who, if this was your very first time watching the stream, then welcome, because this is literally what you get. We have a lot of fun, but we also talk about a lot of serious stuff, because, you know, all this stuff is in life is great, but at the end of the day, we're all still human, and it's okay to discuss those things. And now you have a community where you can discuss it, because we've all been through some shit. We know how it is, man. So shout out to everybody watching. Keep being excellent to each other. Just keep on keeping on. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your passion. And I'll see you guys for the next one. So for me, for now, mine is... I can't speak. It's been too long.
From me to you for now, my name is NGS, like always, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Take care, guys.